I'll open the game now as well.
We are live. Currently, we are in the morning here in the Nabia region, where the Golden Blades are cleaning up their camp, and I believe Tatsu wanted to go back to the volcano together with the Minotaur to make his Zanpakuto, or attempt to make his Zanpakuto.
Yes. If that's a thing we can do, he would ask that both, excuse me, Gihei and Kuma, and he would offer it to Haru as well, since all three of them have their Zanpakutos, if they would accompany him, considering there's still a chance that he just explodes.
Yes.
And I'll come along with him just to make sure, just to slap a scroll on him if he ends up getting himself killed.
Always nice to visit the Steel of Honor. Or are we going to the
We're
Black
just going back to the volcano real quick to
Yeah.
go to that forge. We don't have time to go to that place.
Yeah,
But
that would take
we
big
do probably
days.
have time at some point, but it would take but not at this moment in time.
Absolutely, then.
Great, yeah, then we'll head back.
It should only take us a few minutes because we're not that far away, are we?
Nah, it's like
Nah.
a short trip.
Nah. Fair enough. Let's go then.
Oh, I have not made a Zanpakuto in quite some time. I'm so excited to make one.
I would be honored if you would.
Defeating a den of red dragons would surely make for a great tale. I hope your soul agrees with that as well.
This would be my second attempt.
Oh, what happened the first one?
Well, we had completed a task for one of the local temples. They hold and regard some very powerful magic scrolls that contain incredible magic, and it also contains demons. To help this, we entered and fought the demon, in which we succeeded. I attempted to tell the tale of this story, but the task was not complete. The other scrolls still have demons in them. At the time, I didn't comprehend the full length that one must go for such a thing.
Ah, an incomplete quest.
Correct.
Yeah, that'll get you.
Also,
Now- Oh, go ahead.
before we begin, will this still? I am immune to fire. Will this affect this in any way?
No, because the hammer doesn't attack your body. It attacks your soul. And if your soul is big enough, we can extract a little bit off of it and make a weapon out of it. If your soul has not grown enough, you will die.
Great.
I believe you can do it. You did a big thing there fighting the. Are you doing the red dragon bit? I'm assuming is what you're going to use, Chris.
Yes, our mission to recruit the Golden Samurai, and then the attack we led upon the mountain, and the rescue of our forge smith here, and the fight with the dragon as well. Yes.
It's a pretty legendary battle, so I'd imagine it would be like. To be fair, how many people have said they can face? How many dragons how many, like, not adult dragons, but I guess old enough dragons that many at once? Not many.
Perhaps
Oh.
that's my friend.
That's cool.
He's just gonna take a deep breath before stepping into the forge.
Don't worry, I've got the scroll warmed up for you right here. He's like rubbing a scroll between his hands to warm it up, ready to go.
Great.
Alright, he grabs a hammer. Stand ready. And time to forge! As the hammer is going right to your head.
Did he hit the head
Tatsu.
before?
Shit, I don't know. Tatsu is going to bow his head down and just think about the the task that was set upon him by his father, Yojimbo, and just think about the responsibility that he has to this country and to the people, and the mission given to him by his Lord Shimada, to defeat these dragons and essentially stop the invasion coming in, and think about the battle in the volcano and dipping into the lava, and then the hovering shield that now floats about him, and what it means to him and his family as he just lets the hammer strike his forehead.
As you see the strike going at Tatsu's forehead with quite a bit of power. Tung, 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 tung. You do not see Tatsu being hurt, just more aura coming from the hammer after every hit. Then Sho slams the hammer into the table, and then the Zanpakuto weapons of Tatsu form successfully.
Baby, that's what I'm talking about.
Tatsu, please describe how your Zanpakuto weapons look.
The first piece of it, they seem to be not connected necessarily, but there are three pieces. One is a large, like, kind of jaw, kind of underbite attachment. The sleek kind of metal sheen that would slip, kind of like shinobis have those half masks that they slip on that are like metal, and they have the demon kind of teeth. It's similar to that, except it's just a jaw that comes out and attaches, and it has large metal pieces that come upwards to give like an additional spiked rim to where his own dragon teeth are. The other two pieces, so Tatsu has like a lot of, like, he has various like gilded chains that are on his arms, those being the insignia of claw kind of gems and little diamonds. But these seem to be literal, kind of even more attachments, where they kind of like almost like fingerless metal glove attachments, where once they slip onto his clawed hands, they also extend out to cover over the clawed hands and fingers as they attach on.
Notes.
And I assume these are +1 weapons right now, right?
I would guess so. Yeah. So they start at level 1,
Yes.
and if it's just going to be it'll just be a +1 attack and damage.
Yes. And then you can upgrade them however you see fit later on.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what they'll be for now. So it's just in a +1 to attack and damage. And I guess I'll unattune to the Eldritch Claw tattoo as it comes undone. I just have a little needle where the tattoo spawns from, as it unattunes, and this piece of my soul is now attuned.
They are beautiful. I could say I have never made a Zanpakuto for a dragon before, and they are impressive. I need to tell my cousin about this. I will go back to Okoyama and brag about the dragon Zanpakuto.
I thank you. This
No,
is
I thank you.
truly a gift.
You've given me bragging rights.
He's
But,
not wrong.
If it makes you feel better, your cousin is entertaining guests that are also trying to learn the
Oh,
method
they've already left.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, the woman left. Learned it last time, and that's why they went to Geihei, the village, because they were essentially on vacation now.
Oh, I thought the sister was going to stay as well until she mastered it.
No, she mastered it last time when you weren't there. I don't think so. Sorry, you as a player weren't there, but last
Yeah.
time when Thing got his one done, she had finally learned how to do it that time,
Ah, I see.
and so
Well,
they've left to go do their own shit at this point.
Yeah.
Now, to make sure that nobody can make another Zanpakuto here, let's wreck the place!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
He flips the table.
Kuma walks away a little bit. He's not very interested in the rough. That's it.
Yeah. Fuck
I
this
just start
place up.
breaking shit. So you don't need these tools anymore, right?
Nope.
Just cut them down.
Now the most important part, the forge! Destroy the forge!
I will just try with my new Zanpakuto, claw through this brick and mortar.
Broken down and destroyed. Well done!
DM.
Yes.
I know, obviously, what you call Dwarf's character's not here, but would I be able to get him to use sending once before we do anything else?
Sure thing.
All I wanted to do was inform the Lord, basically that that to watch out for Zampak toe-sucking weapons.
Ah.
That we've been informed by one of the Shino clan, Shazon clan or whatever, basically has.
Shoza, this guy.
Yeah, that guy has informed us that they damage Zampak toes and that to use other magical weapons if possible against such machines.
Yeah, in his
Just-
message back, he will reply that he will make sure that every Zanpakuto wielding samurai has a second weapon with them.
Yeah. Just wanted to do that because I knew I'd forget to have another session probably, and I just didn't want to risk that. Because currently I've got I've still got my +1 bow with me, which at least I can use that against those there things. But I don't want other Zanpakuto users to get fucked.
That would suck. We're all gonna look like samurai witchers walking around with 2 sets of weapons.
It doesn't would be important because I think if we didn't inform them and then they go into battle while we're not there, and they just then a bunch of Zanpakutos get destroyed, or God forbid, make a bunch of powerful machines that they can use. Because I'm assuming the machines probably get more powerful as they steal more Zanpakuto soul energy shit. So wouldn't be good for us.
Definitely not. I shall leave the workshop as a wreckage. Now it is time for your mission parameters. Your goal is to travel to Tarayama, but to visit as many villages as possible to inform the local samurai and convince them to come to Tarayama as well with a large force of their local militia. Now you have 3 regions that you guys have to visit, have to do this in. The Nabina region, where you are now. The Okio region, here where Gie's village is, and the region of the Odaba Temple.
Also, DM, can I ask that you turn off the lightning and rain? Because I just keep hearing random lightning strikes in the middle.
Oh, that's so cool, leave it on.
It's to represent
real
that it's
life.
that it's actually always raining and lightning on the
I
island
get
now.
it.
But yeah, it was really punishable. Turn it off.
It's only because every so often, periodically, I'm just like my brain just goes no. Sorry, but thank you.
But it's so cool and it fits the aesthetic so well.
I don't mind the music. It's just they're just very loud on my side of things.
You can turn it down though. Do you know that?
Oh, can I?
If you go to
yeah.
Oh, let's turn off
see-
music then.
Yeah, you can. If you
You
go
can
to
turn it
the
back on
options, yeah,
if you
you can.
want.
Yeah, you can turn the music completely off.
Yeah, I did so. I'm gonna let my cat out 2 seconds.
DM.
Yes.
Now that never mind, it's already back. I'm
Yeah.
happy.
It's for immersion.
Merging. Alright. So we've already stopped by one village in the Nabina region. Do you want to go back there and recruit them?
Those are 2 separate villages. But yes, you may.
Yeah,
you
we can hit them with both. They seemed like they were now prepared to fight off an invasion anyhow. So
In terms of time, you can do in 1 day. This also depends on how you physically feel yourself, but you can do one region you can visit with your flying mounts because you're fast enough with the flying mounts. You can visit all the villages in one region in 1 day. But question is if you want to or are tired at some point and think you need a long rest or something. But you can technically visit every village in 1 day.
Okay.
dang.
So if we're going to do this, it would be like 1 day here, 1 day here, 1 day here.
You
all
don't
work
have to
down,
do
or...
Okayama. Basically, Shimada is doing his doing the villages here, marching down to Okayama, getting everything there, and then marching to the Tarayama and getting everything there. So that's taken care of by others, and you guys have to do this, and then come over here.
At least we don't have to recruit the Teriyama region, so that'll mean as long as we just stick to the East Coast, we'll be there at the same time they finish up.
Could do, yeah.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So you first want to visit the 2 villages that you already visited. Motogaki
Yeah.
and Ayana. Alright.
We have an in with them at least to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, we helped them out. They said they would, be ready to fight, and then I think if we literally were like, "Hey, we have the Lord's command for you to
Come
fight,"
along.
yeah,
Time to mobilize.
First visit, you fly there without any problems. The first village you arrive at, that you've already seen, Motogaki, led by Adachi and his son Itachi. As they see you flying from afar coming in, Adachi welcomes you back.
Greetings. We have come with urgent news from Lord Shimada.
What does the Lord ask of us?
At his
Rally the
decree,
banners. Oh,
yeah,
go ahead.
he's correct. We shall rally the banners.
To where, my lord samurais?
Point to
Teriyama
G'day.
region.
All right. I shall prepare my men and leave as quickly as possible. Thank you. Would you enjoy some food here before you go to the next village?
Do you have any to spare?
No, not much, but
Then
I think would be
I respectfully decline your offer. Thank you, though.
not.
We're pressed for time, but thank you for the offer.
And about.
I hope they have I hope they have enough to make it down to the Teriyama region.
That's all. It's technically only like max of 7 days walk or something.
Yeah, it's get enough food for a week and go. Hopefully, there's food there.
Maybe buy some along the way. Then you're going 300 feet further on to the next village of Ayama.
6 seconds later.
Yeah. Welcome! Welcome back, heroes! Huanin Slayers. How can I help you?
We carry with us an edict from the Lord.
And which might that be?
It is time to rally the banners. We march for the Teriyama region.
Alright, I shall bring as many men as I can. Men, prepare for travel!
These guys look okay.
Yeah.
Are they like Okay,
The red
I was
marker
wondering because
was for when they were on the beach to distinguish them from each other.
I see.
And I
I
didn't
thought they
feel
all
like
might be
removing it.
exhausted or
Yeah,
something.
no. I just didn't feel like removing the red marker.
Nah, we're good. If you wish to travel with your sister village just over there, you could probably improve your relations a bit, and it's easier to move in larger groups.
Hi, we shall do so. Thank you.
I shall. I'll
Time
spend
to
the
amend
6 seconds to fly.
wounds.
Yes, I'll spend 6 seconds to fly back over and inform him of that decision. It's just safer for everyone involved.
We bring the food, they bring the sake.
Try not to get too drunk on the way.
I always go drunk into a battle. Gives me confidence.
Sounds
Man.
risky, but if that's how you wish to live your life, then I
To be
applaud
fair,
it.
I say I spend most of my time. Like you got like it may have been unnoticed, but like he probably gets constantly drinking the entire time we've been together.
And you shoot arrows like
Explains
this.
a lot.
Yeah, he's because he has the wee sake unlimited sake cup. So like I just forgot to mention it, but yeah, he does just drink all the
That
time.
shit's not filled with crap either. That shit's filled with the good shit.
He's just sucking it up like a fucking.
What happens every time he gets a new piece of sake, he takes a taste from that and then from the sake cup to compare which one's better. Then he knows if the the other one's better, he can pour it in the sake cup and then just keep drinking that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's good to have him around when I get a new batch done. I just compare with this cup.
May I ask
Right.
which other villages are you visiting in the region to recruit them?
Well, actually, it'd be very good if you could tell us the names of villages and any
Ah,
information about them because we don't. I've traveled around, but I don't know much about the actual internal politics of a lot of these little villages up here.
you could go to the closest one by now is Hachiatami.
Hmm.
Hachiatami has a succession problem because the Lord Furusu has 12 sons, all ready to become samurai, but he has yet to decide who is going to be his true heir.
Oh, this nonsense.
I
Then you
see.
have Hichirachu, who I've heard have a wolf problem right now.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Then you have Kashimagugi. Kashimaguchi.
Gucci!
my brain was like, you want me?
There are the local family died. The local samurai. There were many samurai families in that village, but the leading one is dead, and all the other samurai families there are bastard branches of the local samurai, and they are now in a somewhat civil war between each other to decide who is the true heir to the village. No actual fighting has happened yet. That's what they're honorable enough for. But they probably won't leave the village until the matter is settled. And then you have Akago. I don't actually know much about Akago. It's on the other side of the region.
I see. Fair enough. That's a lot of good information to know. Thank you very much.
Gladly done. Does a big bow to you guys. And then shouts to his militia members to get ready to move.
Look to the rest of the group. So what you want to do then?
Well, I feel solving the wolf problem is probably more urgent than the succession issue. The succession issue won't go anywhere by the time we get there. If it's been this long, you know.
Well, to be fair, the succession issue with in a more morbid way, this war could very much solve that issue by itself.
It's true. If by the time we arrive they've settled their own issues, then there would not be much for us to intervene than to have them join us.
Well, no, I meant more in the sense that, like, you know, they come down south, watch them get killed, no more problem with who gets succession then.
Oh, well, that would do it too. Yeah.
I just was thinking, like, you know, there's a good chance that'll be what'll happen.
I mean, yeah, either way works for us, but yeah, that would probably be the better thing to happen.
Well, okay, the wolf problem is obviously the easiest to deal with. It's just literally going down and probably killing a bunch of wolves. Or talking to them, depending on how you want to deal with that.
Yet it is the most dangerous. If there is truly a wolf problem in the area, waiting could lead to lives lost.
Mostly, I believe, the
Oh, it didn't
livestock
solve-
problem. Then they must be suffering their animals being killed by these wolves and travelers being attacked as well.
I'm not too worried about lives lost because we're doing this all in the we can do most of this in the same day anyway. But yeah, we'll go to the wolf one because that one probably seems urgent if anyone out of them does.
To Hachiru.
You might just have to type these out.
Yeah, because I'll be
names,
honest. Yeah, I have no clue.
We're gonna be calling them the wolf one, the succession one.
Sorry, caps locks.
All good.
That's actually how you pronounce it. Hitachiru, and then it's like, okay.
When you arrive there, you already see that a very large militia has already been set up. As you see the local samurai lord there. Alright, men! Today, we are going wolf hunting. They are going. Those wolves are attacking our playing children, our sheep, our cows, our chickens. No more. We are going to eradicate all of them and make very nice pelts out of him. Are you all with me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That seems we arrived just in time to come and help.
As he walks with a large amount of soldiers and sees you guys arrive, gives a small bow towards you all. Greetings, fellow samurai, almighty dragon.
That's a good speech you gave.
Thank you very much. I must protect my village from this incursion.
Very admirable.
During this time, I am here to inform you of Lord Shimada's edict that all towns are to gather soldiers and head south. But, considering the lives of your people and their lively stock are currently endangered, we will help you with this wolf endeavor, so that way you may leave with all your soldiers.
That would be very much appreciated, fellow samurai. I can show you the area where the last wolf attacks is. If you have a good tracker, you can follow that trail and go after them from there.
Well,
We have one of the best trackers I've ever seen, so this should not be an issue.
shocks.
Then follow me. He brings you to a stable that no, not a stable, a chicken pen, where you can see that they broke through broke through the door, and you see a whole lot of dead chickens. Half eaten, bitten apart. And you see a trail of blood coming outwards. If you would like to follow it, that'll be a survival check.
I will do so. Unless anybody else, does anybody want to help me with it, or nobody else?
I'd probably make it worse.
Oh,
I don't think I have proficiency in any of the even survival. Nope.
oh yeah, I think it
You can
was.
still
What do you
help
call
them,
'em?
but then there's a big chance that you'll make it worse.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it
Yep.
by myself if necessary. Survival. 25.
That's good enough to track some wolves.
It actually gave me worried if you said it wasn't, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like, these wolves are something that fierce that it's like, whoa, I don't know if you find them.
After about a 20-minute walk, you find an area with a large amount of wolves in it.
Oh, we found a lot of wolves.
I suggest that we do as we've done before. We will take them by surprise. I mean, they are just wolves, so I don't think this will be an issue.
So this will
Oh.
be a great chance to increase the kill count on your Zompocto.
Yeah. But at the same time, Dimension, we should like. I think it is right to be cautious as well, because even if they are just wolves, it feels odd that the village has been so stumped by them. So there might be some trick to this. Yet, just
I understand. We
just,
will
I
be
don't,
cautious.
just a part of me saying that,
You-
like,
you-
there's just something
You
in me.
do understand that villages are mostly commoners, right?
Yeah, but like, I don't know, just Fae or the spirits are known to be tricksy, and sometimes they do like messing with wild animals. So, and you've got a large pack of wild animals. It's just that's the only reason I was thinking about it.
Fair enough.
But either way, let's do what we've done before, and you want to stealth in. Is that what you're saying?
We can, unless, like I said, unless we just kind of want to just go in guns blazing. We can just run in here and kill
Either way,
wolves.
I'll let you make the call.
stealth in. I'm always gonna go stealth in person.
Well, Kuma's gonna stealth no matter what we do, but
Yeah.
I think it'd be best if we just end this quickly. So I think Tatsu he's just gonna go in, like he's gonna fly out and land, and he's just gonna breathe fire. on these
Kuma
fucking
can make
wolves.
me a stealth check.
I want to ride my pony. The most I'll do to prep is make my clone.
Alright. And then Tatsu starts the fight by just rushing in and flame breathing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Does hitting this here hit almost all the wolves except for that one on the left, or is it miss the one?
Yeah, you would not hit this one, and let me check. I have to zoom in for the one here in the corner.
Yeah, I couldn't see if that actually counts.
Yeah, it counts.
Cool. I'll do that, and he's just gonna breathe away.
Alright, oh yeah, I'm not even going to bother rolling the deck saves because they die from it.
Great. Goodbye, wolves.
Those count for Zompocto kills. Hopefully.
Yes, so that is 7 Zampak toe kills.
There you go.
You only need 3 more to get your first level up. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
easy peasy.
Then now initiative starts, and Kuma was stealth, so he gets a surprise now.
Ooh, cool. I'll take it. I just wanted to also. The reason I wanted to do this was only because I wanted to see the number, like for the attacks. Like, I'll be honest, that was.
You want to see
out
if
of my
your auto
goodness.
crit button works.
Yeah, basically. So I'm gonna go for the farther away wolves, just because, like, in this
Mhm.
northern pack, up here, I'll attack them first. And because none of them went yet, I also get advantage. So go. Yeah, it does work.
Alright.
And so that is 62 damage on that, basically. Oh, I didn't even add the other 2d6 as well. So I'm gonna do that. Oh no, I did it actually. They are. That's
The
good.
wolf died.
Yeah, no, that would. I'm not worried about them dying. It's more just I wanted to make sure that I wanted to see the number come out. That's all. That's as petty as it was. Just wanted to see the number. Okay, I'll go for one of the other wolves. Auto crits again. That one's dead, and one more with my final attack, which is also a crit with the auto crit anyway. Yes, that's 3 wolves.
And now we will roll initiative.
Nice. Okay. Just glad the button's working, because that makes it a lot easier. Unequip that.
You know, my plan for this game was to just take stat increases, just to have like huge stats. But with the way I have advantage on initiative, in the way my initiative been going, I might just take alert. Like for real, it's so crazy.
No, honestly, I'm even I am tempted by that as well, because like alert is unironically very good for me just to keep going first before everybody. Because I don't get the auto crit every time, but I get the advantage if I go before everybody else.
You need to surprise them to get out of crit, but
Yeah, but the automatic advantage is different.
alright. When the first wolf is, and it will dash towards Tatsu. Then the next wolf will dash towards Kuma. Then the wolf at will dash towards Kuma. Another wolf dashes towards Kuma. Because they can't go on Gihei because he's on his Pegasus in the air.
That's all right.
Gihei, your turn.
I'll land about here. I'll start making attacks. Let's
Alright.
clean them off, my friend.
There's 3 wolves perfectly for your 3 attacks.
Chuk, 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 chuk.
Shing shing shing.
Attacked. Second attack. Third attack.
You killed all of them.
Awesome. Let's take a bonus action. Shoot that one. Item interaction to change the form of the Zonkbokto. Bonus action to shoot that thing in the head.
That'll hit.
That's awesome. I forgot you can do that now with the because you get the bonus action attack as well. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
That'll kill him.
All right, and let's see. He's gonna get those ones. I'll fly over here. I've got the movement speed for it. I'll be on the ground, so they hopefully come towards me.
Alright.
That's it.
And they will. They run towards you. This wolf will attempt to bite you. Either the unicorn, fake Gie, or the real Gie. In that order. Real Gie.
Alright.
Miss. This one. Yeah, I'm gonna run it here. Fake Gie. 17 to hit. Alright. And the next one goes for Kuma with a dash. That one. Kuma, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna just move out of this one's reach. It'll attack. Can make an attack against me if it wants.
12 is a miss.
Yep. And because that's a nice grouping of wolves, I might just end up using one of my effect things to see if I can kill a bunch. Let me just Oh, there it is. I can get like this key.
Yeah, you can
Wow.
get them all.
Essentially, so I will fire. I will cast lightning arrow,
Mm-hmm.
and I will shoot at the wolves. This is the straight roll, but obviously
15
the
will hit.
wolves. So one of the wolves takes this plus. I don't need to roll the rest; it'll all die. But the actual damage for the rest of the wolves will be 2d8. So they need to roll a dexterity saving throw against that.
Alright. That kills one guaranteed.
E-
Now for the other ones, what is your DC?
A DC 16 dexterity. Oh, they're always getting injured. Sad. That was just a bit. I was trying to. Knew they had low amount of help. I wasn't sure how far to get them.
The ones that failed have 1 hit point left.
Ah, of course. That's all right. I will just shoot the wolf. My last attack against the wolf above me, just
Alright.
an 11 to hit.
That misses.
Ah, fuck. That's my turn.
Alright. And let's see, we'll go for Gihei. Goes for the real Gihei. Misses the real Gihei.
Do they have advantage? Do they have pack tactics? They're not.
No.
Did you have something to avoid that, right? They do have back tactics, I just saw, but...
If they do, then I have nothing to avoid it.
Alright, 21 is still a miss, I believe.
It is.
Next one, let's...
Actually, no. 21 is my AC. That would hit.
That would be 6 damage then on real Gihei. And a strength save.
All right.
That is a
Alright.
success. And now the second one will hit the Pegasus, or attempt to. 21 to hit on the Pegasus for 7 damage and a strength save for the Pegasus.
Sentinel will finally trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that Pegasus back. Get that guy. Pegasus needs a strength save again.
Mm-hmm.
Santex error. That's great.
That's because there are more Pegasus. Give me a sec. I gotta fix that.
Want me to just roll d20 plus 4?
I'm just gonna change the name of the Pegasuses and then itself.
Ah.
Alright. Can you try it again? See if it works.
It did.
And it failed.
It did fail.
That means that fake Gihei and real Gihei both need to make a acrobatics check of DC 10, else they are also prone on the ground.
It's the same roll, so 2 of these. Like those.
You guys are good.
Sentinel attack. Punk.
That'll kill that wolf. Then it is another wolf. And they aren't stupid. They are going for the easy target now. So this one's going to bite the sentinel that's on the Pegasus that's on the ground.
AC 19.
21 hits for 8 damage. And then it's Tatsu's turn.
Yeah, we're just gonna use our new Zanpakuto Bite and Claws to do exactly that.
Mm-hmm. That'll hit. That will kill one.
Turn to the next one.
That'll hit. That'll kill another one.
Turn to the last one.
That'll hit as well. And I'll kill another one. Congratulations, I believe your Zanpakuto just leveled up.
Correct. We're just gonna walk forward towards this other wolf. And I would like to use my bonus action to make a perception check. I want to see if there's anything else around here that might be influencing these wolves in any way.
Go ahead. Get a hard read on it, but you can sense further on ahead that there are more wolves further ahead, bigger ones.
Gotcha. I'm gonna roll a d6. Oh, cool. All right, so I can use my fire breath again.
All
But
right.
all right. I will say out loud because I mean these are wolves. I'm not gonna bother trying to do whatever. There are more of these wolves, but they seem to be more powerful ones further deeper into this forest. And I will just use a pointed claw to point towards the direction they are. And in my turn.
I thought so. Then you just hear Groove basically say, is he like getting attacked by a wolf probably in a minute?
That's it. You have to call out what it would be, otherwise it doesn't count.
Hey, I said there was something funny going on. It counts.
No, don't.
Yeah, it does.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Now it's the turn of the wolf right next to Tatsu as it'll attempt to bite him. 23.
That does hit.
7
And
damage.
this is gonna be so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Whack him with your tail back.
yeah, I'm gonna legendary action smack him with my tail.
Mm-hmm.
7. Let me see if I pass this.
It feels like such an
What, yes. What happens? Okay, that hits.
poor wolf.
And that kills him, but how I imagine this is that this wolf bit you in the tail, and then you lift up your tail and you go smack the wolf against the ground while it's still holding your tongue. Like, dush, dush, dush. Bad wolf.
Wow, yikes.
Well, that's another
Did the
kill.
level ups happen immediately?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
like oh, it like
You
goes
don't
into
have to imply it immediately, but you're allowed to do it immediately.
Oh,
If you know
okay.
exactly what you're going to do, you can do it immediately at least.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing basically with my one.
Gihei, your turn.
All right. Pegasus will stand up. I'm going to murder some wolves. First 3 melee attacks on the ones up top, and then I'll take the crossbow expert shot at the one at the bottom.
You killed them all. And that one's dead too.
And my Zanpakuto levels up.
Nice.
Let's see. Zanpakuto tier level. Yep, 60 kills. Zanpakuto is currently magic bonus 2, so I'm just going to take that up to magic bonus 3.
Alright.
Now my Zanpakuto's plus 3 magical weapon. Yeah!
Yeah, boy.
Anything else you would like to do, Gihei? Move around or?
No, that does it.
Alright.
I'll move closer because I think it's all of the wolves except for that one over by him.
And that's that one's turn. Goes towards Kuma and attempts to bite him. 8 misses,
misses.
I assume.
Yeah.
Kuma, your turn.
I'm gonna back up.
Alright, opportunity attack.
Yep.
12
That
misses.
misses. And I will attack this wolf. I turn off sharpshooter for the first time in a while just because it was to hit this thing and die. 16.
Hits. Good thing you turned off sharpshooter.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to turn off that. Yeah, but that's that one dead. Ignore the
Yes.
custom damage, sorry. There we go.
I'll quickly do a XP speed calculation.
But Dwarf, you're also here now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been here since before you guys rolled initiative.
Yeah, no, I heard you join.
You sound like you have a fever, Dwarf.
No, I posted in the group. I'm so sorry, guys. I was set up and ready to go and everything. I had a 240 donut order come through at midnight, so I had to make what would take a full shift to do in 3 hours. So when I got home, I got everything set up, was good to go, and I fell asleep sitting at my computer. So I am so very sorry.
All good. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you had a long
On
night.
top of they're still working on my house because we had another bad storm come through, and it actually destroyed some of the stuff that they had been where they had been storing the excess materials got wrecked. So now I also have to have a shed repaired.
I have done the XP.
Nice.
There are more wolves that will be coming this way, or at least are deeper in. If we are to truly take care of this problem, we should move ahead and eliminate them as well.
Absolutely. Why leave a job half done?
Yeah.
Comes in flying a little later, Haru. Seeing the large, massive amount of dead wolves on the ground.
When we get back to the
Haru,
village, we should
welcome.
have them skin these.
Seems you've all been successful thus far. And he just looks like he had a rough night.
Yes, we've. I mean, they've been simple wolves, but the ones ahead are, from what I can smell, seem to be much stronger. So it is a good thing you've arrived.
Are we mid-travel, GM, or
You're currently, you're traveling around in the Nabia region, where you're visiting multiple villages in this area to call upon them to join the army in the Taryama region. And currently you visited a village that has a large wolf problem. And you guys volunteered to help them out with the wolf problem so that they could march their militia and samurai to the location where they need to be.
Oh, okay. So I probably stayed behind doing some kind of medical help and then caught up later. I am going to, if it's okay with you, I'm going to decrease a single third level spell slot because I would have done my daily check in.
Mm-hmm.
Just letting them know I'm trying to get them going. But we're under orders of people more powerful than us.
And you missed that Tatsuna also has a Zanpakuto. And
I
this
saw
Fire
that.
Breath single-handedly made sure that it leveled it up.
I saw that as well. I mean, I can't say anything. I've leveled mine up twice after like 2 combats of fireballs. So
Mm-hmm.
Once we've all gathered up, I guess we'll start making our way further into the forest.
Yeah.
Go deeper into the forest.
Um.
It takes about 10 minutes to reach there, but then you see the next pack of wolves. Larger wolves. Go ahead,
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say I'm definitely gonna be like trying to sneak this time again.
Go ahead.
Because these actually will require that damage.
Yeah, I'll sneak for this one if that's all right.
Sure thing.
I think yeah, we're all gonna take the sneak approach for this.
Hold on, my mount needs to sneak too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Dex 8. Yeah, the mount didn't make it.
Mm-hmm. And Haru didn't make it either.
I usually don't even roll stealth because I would have, as soon as we started that way, I would have done my usual preparatory casting, so they would have heard me coming.
Mm-hmm. So then Kuma, Tatsu, and Gihei, if he's not on his mount, so he has to dismount to benefit from his surprise.
Mhm.
You three roll initiative to see who goes first, and you three have a surprise. Alright, so Gihei gets to act first.
Let's see. This mount's 20 feet of movement. 20 feet gets me here. It gets me in range of that. Let's see. Let me double check to make sure if my clone can even do that. Thought process is to have the clone dismount, fly over, and pepper it with shots, but I want to see if you can even do that, or if it can only make melee attacks. There we go. Any attack action that you originate from your space or the echo space, you can make this choice for each attack.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's no
so
melee requirement for it.
there's no melee requirement. That's what I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, technically you could be like an Echo Knight and like archery in a weird way. it's
You
an
could
interesting build.
basically stand behind cover the entire time and just have your clone do all the pot shots.
Actually, you know what? I think this will probably be the hardest encounter we have today. I'll have my clone dismount, fly 20 feet, as I have 40 feet of movement. Activate the Eldritch Claw, and we'll reach it with melee attacks anyway.
Alright.
We'll do 3. Against that boy.
You already killed it with the second one.
Well,
Can you read
shit.
this one? But
No.
then
Not
you, basically
that.
you go and then on the corpse twitches for a moment. It's like, ah, it's still alive. And you're like, what? It moved.
Yeah, that's it. The clone could stay there, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and then for Tatsu.
Yeah, we are gonna fly over to here,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to breath attack on the 2 dire wolves this way.
Alright. Alright, they can survive it, so I have to roll the saves. Made it. Failed it. The back one dies from your fire breath.
Nice.
The second one survives it.
Cool. That is my turn.
Alright, and then for Kuma.
Yep, I will attack one dire wolf that's behind Tatsu.
Alright.
20 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 36 plus 18.
54.
54, yeah.
He's dead.
Okay, I'll shoot the next dire wolf. One behind it.
Alright.
That'll hit, I'd imagine. 50 damage, 51 damage on that one.
He's dead.
Okay. And my final shot against just the one closest to Gihei and me. Well, I say not the close, sorry. This
Here.
one specifically.
This one.
Yeah, that one.
Alright.
Pew. That'll hit for
56.
56. Yeah, nice.
Alright. And Haru can also roll initiative. Or add his initiative.
Oh, you're just saying for the 3 arrow shot I did do it well. They basically like all just hit just between the under the armpit, just right into their heart essentially for each of them.
Not damaging their back, so they still have a good fur for skinning later on.
Yeah.
Alright, then Gihei is next.
All right.
I'll have my Pegasus fly over here. I'll be 20 feet in the air. Probably still works for what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
considering that's how we're treating diagonals. All right.
Just be careful that you never go too high to the air. There are lightning strikes coming down.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't want to get fucking toasted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Makes-
imagine that lightning tower does hurt.
All right, let's make these one items so I don't overkill a wolf again.
In
Well,
terms of damage, what it does is the equivalent of a level 9 call lightning.
Ooh,
Fuck.
so a lot of damage.
Well,
yeah,
there's
that
maybe also a good calculation like, I can take it. I need to go really high.
you probably could take it. I just
Yeah.
wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
hurt. I'll make my first attack against this one.
Alright. Boom. That one's
Nice.
Dang, 2 crits.
3, 21, 24 damage. Still,
Second attack on the same guy.
that'll kill him.
Third attack on the one in the southeast.
Alright.
I'll action surge. First attack on this set on the same one.
That'll kill that one.
And 2 more attacks on this guy here.
And 29.
I think I rolled 2 there, didn't I?
Not sure. I'm
1,
not
2,
sure if it's
3.
20.
Yep, I rolled
alright,
2 there.
it's one-
22 is also on that guy.
Alright. Then. You did.
So that's 3 more. Alright. This is gone because I moved too fast for him. Sorry, buddy. But that's okay. I saw my bonus action. I can spot him. Let's put him. Let's see. Not quite close enough. That's probably good enough there, though. Yeah, that's good enough to get within AOP range of them. I'll spawn him there with a bonus action.
Alright. Then it is. Tatsu's turn.
Yeah, we're gonna try and finish off this wolf. Biting claws.
And that'll finish him off.
Awesome. I don't know if I have the. I could
Kill?
probably get over there. Yeah, I can maybe get over
You have the
there.
movement. Yeah, if you're flying.
Yeah. Just flying,
I will.
dropping
I
down.
will yell out. Try not to hurt when I'm going to try to get some information.
Yeah, that's the last one. We'll just beat him up a little
You
bit.
can non-lethally attack
No.
him.
I was going to say if anybody attacks it, my spell won't be able to take effect.
In this case, I will just use the other attacks to attempt to grapple this wolf, and I'll
Alright.
hold him down.
You have to beat a 5. You've successfully grappled the wolf.
And then, just like last time, I am going to use a bonus action to make another perception check to see if there are even more wolves.
Go ahead. The answer is yes.
Holy crap.
Progressively more wolf.
It's progressively more stronger wolves. That's it. But yeah, okay, that's it then for me.
Alright, Haru, your turn.
All right, and they're on the ground.
Yeah.
All right, so the Dragonelle will fly up close, and then I will use half my movement to dismount, so that I am down on its level, even though it is very upset with what's going on. I'm just going to speaking very softly and beginning to channel some magic, and I'm going to cast Animal Friendship on it.
Alright. Is there any save for it?
Yes.
Alright, let me read it real quick. Alright, wisdom save incoming.
DC 20 because this is a druid. I have 3 different DCs now.
Fail.
And I think it's literally, I've got some of the, since I don't really eat meat, I've got some of whatever was left over from the feast with the golden order or whatever they were called. And I'm
Golden
just speaking it
blades.
softly. That very soft tone that you do with an animal when you're first meeting it. And I think once I see the magic starting to enrapture it, because as I speak out the stars in my eyes now, instead of what they did before where they were just like a twilight sky, I think Tatsu would notice as I get closer they're actually moving
Gleaming.
almost like in a very precise spinning almost hypnotic pattern across my eyes.
The wolf seems to have calmed down.
All right, Tatsu, let him go.
All right.
The wolf is loose now. Tries to eat some of the meat. That's some good meat. That's good.
I'm glad.
Good. Good.
I'm glad you like it. Have you not been eating much?
I've eaten plenty of chicken, but chicken are all feathery.
Yeah, chickens are all feathery, and I'm since they won't understand what the animals are saying, I'm repeating like the small words so that the party catches on to the conversation. Are you the leader of? Well, I shouldn't ask that. Are there more of your kind that need to be fed? It's much easier for me to bring you all food than you to take it from people such as. And I just kind of gesture at the other ones that have slaughtered the ones around him.
We can find plenty of food in the wild, that's not the problem. But the Great One wants us to get it. From the humans.
The Great One wants you to get it from the humans. I
Yeah.
see. And is the Great One another wolf or a beast?
Yeah, a great wolf.
A great wolf. And I'm saying this like right straight to Tatsu, so maybe Tatsu's knowledge of the magical world or something will piece things together, but I'm just
I
going to
have
keep
0 knowledge of the magical world. That's a Kuma question right there.
yeah, but Kuma's way back where I doubt he hears anything, unfortunately, so
I'm back.
No idea. Sorry.
What's going on?
I have befriended
You
a wolf.
you know
Okay.
anything about a great one that could be a larger wolf spirit or canine creature?
DM,
Maybe
do
it's
I
just-
know of any creature such as that description?
You can make either a history or arcana check at advantage.
Okay. Let's see
Thinking
how
about
bad.
it.
I can't wait to see what his knowledge will be, because it usually is bad. A 13.
You've only heard of a name, but you don't know much more.
But I know the spirit.
Yeah, there is a spirit, a wolf spirit, called the. I have to look up the name. Where did I leave it? Oh no! The Gurkunin.
Aye.
A evil wolf spirit.
I do know of it, but I don't know much about it. I just know I've heard whispers of it being how do you say that again, sorry? Gikunin?
Like this.
Gurkunin? Creature that basically, it's a wolf spirit, fairly known to be fairly dastardly and evil. Harassing, well, I guess in harassing villages and all, not known to be the friendliest type. It probably would be his doing if it would be any spirit I could imagine.
Could you point us in the direction of this great one so that we may go have a heart to heart with it? Because one such as yourself, though a powerful spirit, still should not be commanding someone. And I'm actually going, because I have weight of food in my backpack. I'm gonna take. We're gonna do 5 pounds in total, which isn't a whole lot for direwolf, but it's free meat.
He just starts consuming it and then points with his snout to the same direction that Tatsu sensed up even more wolves.
Right. Well,
I took a fast rest while I was casting this animal friendship. Not the animal friendship. The speak with animals. It's 10 minutes, so that's fine.
The duration is 10 minutes, not the casting.
Oh, I figured. Sorry about that. Do I have time to take a short rest or a fast rest?
Yeah, no problem. As
Cool.
long as the rest is willing to wait, then the answer is yes.
He's got to take a fast one, yeah. I could wait
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah, we're not on a clock or anything.
No,
Can the
apparently.
Pegasus take one too?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm just gonna roll 2 or 3 hit dice, but I know when I click this, it's gonna roll like all of them. Yeah. Okay, so 10 plus 3 is 13. This is amazing. So, 59, so takes 2 hit dice to get to its max. Yo. Hold on. Oh, I see what's happening. The bar isn't adjusting on the Pegasus. That's fine. It's still tracking the right amount of hit points. What if I move it? Oh, no.
The wolf just eats the meat a bit and points towards it. Do you want it to follow you towards the other wolves? Or?
I was going to tell it, if you feel your belly is full and you're safe, I would rather not endanger you, my friend. You can wait here and I will come back and check on you before we leave the area, or feel free to follow us, but we may be going into something potentially dangerous, so we're not entirely sure.
He nods.
And my potential to communicate with you will not last forever, though you are my friend.
One does not need words to make friends.
That's just kind of a chuckle. as like
This
an
is the first
is this an-
conversation I've had in my entire life.
is this an older wolf? I'm feeling this is like an older
Mm-hmm.
wolf. Okay, so we kind of have that old man connection for a while. I'll just turn to the others and relay the information, and I believe he's going to hang back and wait on us. His friendship, though your tracking skills are great, Kum, it may help us too. In the future, if he chooses to come along, it may help to have someone with their nose to the ground. And he'll kind of give a wink as he climbs back up on the still saddle-less Dragonelle.
As you march forward to the next location, that takes about half an hour to get there. As you see another set of very big wolves. Big fur. Even having a sort of aura of magic coming from them.
I see. I will, do what I was doing before.
And make the stealth checks.
I would have, if possible, on the flight there, I would have cast an aid on a few of us.
Sure thing.
I will also cast False Life on myself.
Alright. Currently, only Tatsu's stealth has been successful.
What, me?
Yeah, you're
I do.
currently others haven't rolled yet, so.
Okay. Okay.
Who gets the aid?
I'm not going to worry about stealthing. It does not go well.
It's fine. I won't stealth this time either. I have exhaustion.
Get disadvantage on the check.
Yep. I'm curious who gets the aid though.
So that's 15 additional hit points, Tatsu.
I will make sure I have enough height that they can't snap at me. So we'll go 20 feet again.
Alright. And then Tatsu, or Kuma, you may take your surprise.
Nice. Okay, I'll attack the wolf closest to me first. Yeah, let me see. First shot. I think that hits, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
No, I accidentally forgot to add my d6, my 2 extra d6s, so there will be another 46 on top of this here.
48. And then 60 damage.
Yep.
Sheesh.
It is still alive.
Okay. Here comes my second shot against the same wolf.
That'll hit.
For quite a bit more again.
55. That'll kill him.
Eat. And then I'll attack the one just behind it. Dread Ambusher activates now as well. You. 14 might miss.
14 hits.
Oh, it does hit.
Wolves don't have the highest AC. That is
That-
63
Six.
damage.
Yep,
Still alive.
that's alright. And then, is this a tree beside me, sorry?
Yeah, here's a tree. Yeah.
Can I climb? Let me see how much movement I have. I have 45.
Mhm.
So I'll go and then. Where does the tree start? Like the trunk wise?
Here.
Okay, so then I'll move to here, and then I'll move 10 feet up the tree because I do have a climbing speed, and then I will
Alright.
try to hide in the tree as well because I still have
Go
my
ahead.
bonus action left over. Initiative.
That is success.
Yeah, cool. Cool.
Alright, then Tatsu, you're first.
Oh boy. Oh, wasn't my stealth successful? So do I get a
No,
surprise
it was
round?
not successful.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. In this case,
Only
yeah, I
Kiki's,
had like a 13 or something. Dang, these are some pretty sturdy boys. So I
Yeah.
think what I'm gonna do is I'll just go in and forward, and I will, before attacking, I want to make a bonus action perception check to see if I can notice the like the great one wherever he might be.
with a 16, you currently do not notice him.
Gotcha. Action. We're going to bite and claw.
Hits.
Oh,
Misses.
miss.
And hits.
Then I'll use an item interaction to activate the ring of actions.
Alright.
Get 3 turns of +1 additional actions. Uh, that'll be it.
Alright, then it is a Winter Wolf's turn. And it will go towards Tatsu, and it will inhale and breathe a cold air on him. Dexterity saving throw. Made it, so you take half damage. That is 11 cold damage. And the next one will also run towards Tatsu. And we'll do the same, another breath. Another dex save. Made it,
Oof.
so you take 10 cold damage. Then it is Haru's turn.
Alright. The ones of us that are over here, like myself and Gihei, we're still up flying, aren't
Yes, but you're very close to the ground when flying because you don't want to get hit by lightning bolts, I assume.
we? Yeah, I'm just trying to see.
The main advice is always stay below tree level.
Gotcha. I'm just trying to see who all I can get with a bless is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, you currently can't get Kuma because he is very well hidden.
yeah. So luckily we will. I think if I get right in between 30 feet there, 35 feet there.
No, actually, it's 30 feet both ways because you're mounted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just measured from me.
No, it works. Your mount is your
Okay.
size. If
Oh wow.
That's the rule.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I still got to pick 3 of us.
This
though.
is the biggest advantage to having a really big mount, is that all your ranged spells also increase in range, basically.
Same with
For
aura
aura
spells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I have to just do a level 1 right now. So for sure, I'm gonna hit me, Tatsu, and I'll hit Gihei. I was debating on the Dragonelle because he's gonna need it, but I will hit the 3 of us, and then I'm going to kind of turn it to go backwards and use its dash action to get back once I got the bless up on 3 of us.
Mm-hmm. Then it is Kuma's turn.
I try to end the life of the wolf. I did attack already. 19 will hit
Mm-hmm.
for 36 damage.
He's dead.
Noise. And then I will shoot the injured wolf besides Tatsu. It's a regular roll. 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh,
Nice.
I know there's the wolves, but I still thought they might have a little bit better than that. But okay, 30 damage on that one. And then I will sneak, but I will hide myself within my bushes once more.
All right.
And that is my turn.
And then it is Gihei's turn.
Fly over here. I'll have my mount take the dodge action.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Kind of want to be above Tatsu.
Sure thing.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
I'll just. Boom. There you go, Tatsu. Hi. And I'll just parachute drop my own little paratrooper right behind these guys. And have him attack them. First attack's on the injured one.
All right.
Boom.
That'll hit. That'll kill him.
Second attack is on the one at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
That'll
that's
miss.
a miss. Third attack's on the same one.
That'll hit.
Bonus action. Transform my sword and peer over my Pegasus and shoot that one in the head.
That'll hit for 15 damage.
That's it.
All right. I'll link the wolf here. Now we'll approach here. And we'll breathe in and hit both Tatsu and clone Gihei. with
Gihei
his
dies
cold
no matter
breath.
what.
That is a failure. Tatsu takes 24 cold damage. This one's dead. Tatsu, your turn again. Surrounded by wolves.
Yeah.
You did have bless that could have helped you.
Yeah, it could have prevented it. So go ahead and roll the d4.
Well,
Yeah, now you made it. So instead of 24, you take 12 cold damage.
thank you, thank you. I have an additional action this turn, so we're going to additional action plus blast. So yeah, we're just gonna use our first action. We're gonna attack this wounded one on the right.
All right. That'll hit. Let's see, 19, 20. With the last attack, you kill that wounded one.
Gotcha. Then I'm gonna turn around and attack the one that just breathed on me with my second action.
Mm-hmm. Alright, 23, 34, 37, 44, 58 damage.
Nice. Then I imagine that the Great Wolf, when we come to him, he's gonna have some crazy shit. Another breath attack if he's a white winter wolf or something. But who knows? So what I'm gonna do is I will bonus action change guards. I'm gonna change it to the spell guard to give me +5 to saving throws against magical effects.
Alright.
That'll be it.
This wolf here, let's roll to see if its breath comes back. It does not. So it will attempt to bite you, Tatsu, at advantage due to pack tactics.
I will use a reaction of restore balance to remove the advantage.
Alright. Because you said that during the roll, I shall re-roll. 13 is a miss.
Nice.
This one's
I tried to
dead.
say it as quick as I can.
Yeah. And then it is Haru's turn. Yeah, no worries. I saw that.
Yeah.
You said it mid when I was rolling, so I was like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. That's why I was
If
saying
you said
I'll
it
do that.
if you said it earlier, I would have kept that natural 20, but
Yeah. So I think we were, with that being the first time he uses that, more specifically tied. So I think here's the melodic tones of like a metronome, just that tick, 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 and look over, and Haru's eyes are doing that spiral of the clockwork stars again. And at the start of my turn, I will get my reaction back, and we are just going to. They were breathing ice, so I don't have a ranged attack that can hurt them. Yeah, I do. I've got a Thorn Whip. So, going to fly about here, and then the some spectral green thorns will start to form around the lantern, and I will make a Thorn Whip attack.
alright. $18 will hit. Doing 14 damage on the Winter Wolf, killing him.
Ooh, nice.
Not the best damage, but that radiant helped, I assume.
Yeah, that was the killer. Getting
Gotcha. So
another
as the
perk on
torch
your
comes,
Zanpakuto. You see
yeah,
that basically at the lantern, you see a little light coming out of the creature that you just killed and go into the lantern, and then it flashes for a moment. Zoom.
nice. So the Thorn Whip will withdraw with its radiant light, and I'll just kind of. I had 10 extra movement of speed, so I will back up just enough to be able to stay within range to be able to restore balance if I need to again.
Alright. Then it is Kuma's turn.
I will attack the last Winter Wolf with my attack at advantage because I am stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Pew. That
That
probably will
misses.
miss. Yep, sad. Okay, second attack, flat roll. That definitely hits.
That'll hit definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so should apply my sneak attack because I am hitting a person in range or something else. So I didn't apply it there, so I'll roll it here. 2d6. It's an extra 6 damage on top of that. So 29.
Alright.
And that is my turn. Well, I'll stealth again, but don't think about it. Well, I don't know. I'll still do it either way just to make sure. Don't get caught flat-footed.
You can fail it against his
It's not even about feeling it. It's
Yeah.
more about the risk of not knowing if there's something that might show up in
Mhm.
the mid after this combat, if you know what I mean.
Gihei, your turn.
The Pegasus fly down, and I'll stab this thing 3 times.
Alright.
Once, twice. Third time, lose the charm.
Now at 32 damage, it is still alive.
Bonus action, should it? Do. Boom.
That is 13 damage, still alive.
Damn. Tough bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Mount will take the disengage action, and I'll just
Bounce.
be over here somewhere.
Then it is Tatsu's turn. One wolf left, very injured.
My beautiful creature.
How do you want to do this?
Honestly, yeah, this is a pretty big wolf, so he's just gonna reach out with his new claws, grab into him, and the new large jaw will just snag and rip through his body as the blood will just sink into the jaw piece. But yeah, just chomping away.
I'll the moment combat ends, I'll try and summon my clone again.
No problema.
Cool.
Bonus action. Where's this guy at? Oh, only 16. I don't know.
Still not good enough.
I will
But,
also take a
yeah.
look around for my little perch to see if I can feel his presence. 17! I beat you by one. Hey,
That
boy.
works.
That's fine.
I will also look around and see if I can spot this guy. There you go.
Fuck you.
And Gihei does spot a trail of what he concludes is the biggest wolf he has ever seen. That's a big dog.
I'll point that out specifically. Oh, just look over. Kuma, it's over there. See it?
What?
It's right there. It's right there. Yeah.
He's like,
Right. And yeah, it's right down there, standing in its footprint.
nah.
Yep, that's it.
Harlan instead looking at the winter wolf pelts. That would make a lovely coat.
We really should bring the villagers by to collect all of this and harvest them before they leave.
It don't need to be
Food
the
for the
same
road.
people. Like you can send the you can have the militia and samurai leave, and then the normal people, the normal
Can come and
commoners,
take it.
can come here and collect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Be ashamed to let all the meat go to waste too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's follow
There's
the
enough
trail.
food for like a year if you preserve it all.
Probably. Especially
That
the big wolves.
reminds me of something, and I'm going to. Do we have a person that's in charge of the little militia we've been forming?
It's not with us. We've been just telling them to go south, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
you go out of you guys go out of your way to visit all sorts of obscure villages, and then the local samurai who is the leader of the troops at that village, takes his men and marches to the location they need to go.
okay,
just
so
slow us down a bit too much trying to bring them all.
well, I just need to know a local leader or something. I'm going to remove another sending, and I'm going to inform him that there's a very docile, very well-fed wolf just such and such direction of town. It is under my friendship, we'll say. It will not be harming anyone and will be sleeping. Just so that if they go out for a hunt intent on helping us, they don't kill my friend.
Mm-hmm. As you all follow the trail for about 15 minutes,
No more bless.
you guys approach above. You see above the trees towering out with long paws and a grayish aura from it.
I hate
Gurkunen.
it. Oh, I hate it so much. Oh, I hate it so. I don't. There is something very uncomfortable about that.
Definitely for a dog for a
Oh,
dog
that-
groomer.
I don't know what
we-
I don't, that thing fucking weirds me out, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Something very instinctual within me just went no.
Is your sense
It's-
tingling?
Oh yeah, it's like fuck that. Like exclusively.
Are those like extra knees? What are those?
They're
It's
just
got like
very long knees.
yeah, it's got like weird joints and shit.
You have weird ass animals. Somebody brought an emotional support goat into the store last night.
That's not a
I'd
cute
actually
dog.
be okay with that, as long as they
Yeah.
clean
Like,
up the shit afterwards.
Baby goats are adorable.
Had the paperwork and everything, because I, as manager, went out to say, hey, you can't have that. And she just shows me the paperwork. I went, you're good. And went to the back.
You know, here in the Netherlands and the majority of Europe, we do not have paperwork or anything of the sorts of legislation for emotional support animals. But it's one thing you got us beat at in the US.
The UK has a lot of laws with support animals though.
Oh, the UK does, yeah.
Yeah, UK has a very like if the one thing UK may have is a lot of animal rights laws to a greater extent because of
Oh
just
no, we
I don't know.
have those animal rights laws too. We just
Oh no,
don't
but I
have
mean like specifically for
Yeah.
for like emotional animals and stuff.
Right.
Actually, funny enough, goats are used in zoos often as emotional support animals for a lot of herbivores because they tend to be very calming.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Never get hurt
zoo
anymore.
animals, depending on which ones, are stressed out the fuck, because like they only live like in 10% of
Yeah.
what their normal living habit would be.
Yeah. A lot of the time for like stuff like cheetahs and stuff, they'll give them a emotional support dog. Because cheetahs do not deal well for some reason, but giving them a dog really helps. Sounds weird,
Mhm.
but it's true.
I don't actually think we have emotional support laws, animal laws, because we have we have like disability animals like the ADA, but I don't think that includes
We
the
have
emotional support stuff.
laws here in Missouri for it specifically.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, state by state laws are
We
very different for you guys because we have more like just country laws where you guys
there
have state
were
laws a lot more.
We
there
have
was
both. We have the federal and then the
Yeah.
a
state.
couple of years ago we had a scandal here where taxi drivers started refusing blind clients with a seeing eye dog. And I am very happy that after it was discovered that the government did random tests, and every taxi driver that refused to ride a blind one gets his taxi license completely revoked.
Oh, that's how you fuck with
Yeah.
them. That right there is like, all right, you want to not help the blind? You want to be
Mhm.
that much of an asshole?
Mhm.
Fuck your career. Go find
Yeah.
a new one.
Yeah.
Why were they turning down blind
Because
people?
they didn't want the dogs to scratch and leave fur on their couch.
Most of the time, service dogs are the most well-behaved fucking
Yeah.
animals.
Yeah. Yeah, but most
I would turn down children before I took that.
most taxi drivers aren't like the most educated people.
Fair.
I think only taxi drivers that are specifically trained to drive for the disabled, like you have special services here that's for the disabled bus. Those people have like specific medical training and all that sort of things, but the average taxi driver probably only finished high school.
You could also just break a towel
I'm
in your
back.
trunk or
Yeah.
something.
Yes, how
That's
are
what
you
most
guys
Uber
going to
drivers
do
do.
with the Gurkunen?
Well, I think we're gonna let Kuma stealth, and then anybody else who wants to try.
Well, I have an idea this time, so I will also attempt to stealth, and then I will restore balance to remove my disadvantage on the roll.
Nice.
All right.
Like,
I
there's no
actually
point stealth it up.
really don't have to.
There was a
Kuma,
chance.
you failed your stealth check.
Oh shit!
This thing is a
Natsu, you failed
fucking
your
tower.
stealth check.
I should have cast a spell. I was thinking to myself I should cast that spell, but then I was like, ah no, that'll be fine, and I failed it.
That's the
I
Gurk.
uh, I,
Go
I
ahead.
wasn't gonna roll, so I'm not gonna change that
That's
now.
another failure on a stealth check.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had the disadvantage, but that's still only a 9.
Mm-hmm. As it says in in Celestial, intruders in my pack domain, and I smell the blood of my slaves on you. I shall devour you, mortals.
Chug,
I
chug,
don't,
chug, 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 chug.
I don't like that thing. It's unnatural.
I haven't drank it yet, but I have a potion out about to chug it.
Okay. I will. Initiative. Sad. I was already hoping for the thing, but oh, my initiative's even bad. I think Kuma's genuinely unsettled by this creature. He just looks at it and he's like, "Oh god, I fucking hate everything that is." God, I don't get surprised. I don't get this. Fuck me.
No. The
I didn't
perfect
even
situation is not this one, my friend.
I didn't even get my 2d6 as well, which is saying.
Alright, Tatsu, you're first.
This thing is creepy as hell, but if we're gonna go in, I guess. Oh shit! Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. Yeah, we're just gonna run at him, I guess. Trample our way, fly forward. And I don't know if I'll activate another charge of the ring. Why not?
Alright.
For 2 rounds, and I'm going to start making my attacks.
Ooh,
That'll hit.
nice.
Strong start.
29, 33, 40
Oh, my initiative.
damage.
My initiative did not go in correctly. I'll reroll and then retype in my correct initiative here.
16,
I'm in the same place I would be anyway.
16 hits for 16 damage.
Last claw.
That'll hit for 22 damage.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Alright.
Did you bite? Oh, you did bite, yeah.
Piece of brick, house.
It's all brick.
Children of the dead, he shouts in Celestial as his lair action goes off. Come back to me, wolf spirit.
Uh-oh.
That's Direwolf.
Ooh.
Let's think. A dire wolf appears next to Tatsu and attempts to bite him. That'll miss. A dire wolf appears next to Haru, will attempt to bite him, just in the air. That'll miss, I believe. Then a dire wolf shows up for his mount, trying to bite it. 22
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 14 damage and a strength save.
Yeah, let me bring that up. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Makes it. Then a dire wolf will pop up next to Kuma and try and bite him.
Yep.
21
That'll definitely hit.
for 10 damage and a strength save.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm just shook.
On the ground. And then a dire wolf will show up for fake Gihei. That'll miss.
And this is fake D. Hey, before you do an attack on the Pegasus,
Mm-hmm.
I will use my Echo Martyr to eat that. So I have to make that before you roll. So
So then
Uh,
Pegasus is safe.
Yep.
And
And the phone
then
is
the
gone.
last dire wolf will show up to attack real Gihei.
Yep.
17
Not
will
bad.
miss.
I'm gonna reread Shadow Martyr. I'm wondering if it always disappears, even if you or if you have to roll against it. I forget.
Alright.
Where is it? There we go. Attack roll is triggered. Yeah, so you roll the attack roll against the Echo.
Alright. Misses.
Okay, so the Echo's still alive.
Alright, then it is Haru's turn.
Alright. I was just fixing, since I had given my mount 8 earlier, I just gave it its 1 additional hit point since it took 14 of the 15. So seeing this, did those seem like ghosts showing up or just like a call to aid
Ghosts.
kind of thing? Okay, gotcha. I am and it takes, unless it's a healing potion, it takes an action to drink a potion.
No. In my games, it's a bonus action to drink a potion, but you can only drink 1 potion per turn. Unless you have
God.
something to counter that specifically.
Yeah.
And feeding a potion to someone else does cost an action.
Okay. I need to get within range of my buddies, but then I'm going to be, as my bonus action, I'm going to drink a potion of maximum power.
Alright.
I've been holding on to those things for quite a while. Okay, I can get everybody in range there. Sorry it's taking a second, guys. I wanted to make sure I can
That's
do
all right.
this right. Using my 5th level spell slot, I will cast Circle of Power.
I forgot what Circle of Power does.
It
Then
gives
again,
us kind of a spell evasion kind of effect and a few other things. But it'll just become twilight around me as I pull the late afternoon sun into the sky just directly around me for twilight.
Let's see. 30. Give me a sec to put it up. Prop.
mounted combat is some of my favorite combat in D&D.
So this will be the range. There you go.
Gotcha, and I'm putting the little fist on my character to show I have the Circle of Power up.
Yes.
I'm concentrating on a single spell, so after I chug the potion, it tastes kind of nasty, but end of turn.
Alright, then it is the turn of the Garkunen. The Garkunen will move to here. And goes. And then it will use its it will use its roar ability, which will here, I believe. Quick just to be sure. But it should hit everyone. Yes, it does hit everyone. Also, your mount. Lucky for that Circle of Power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to ask, is this a spell or magical effect?
Yes, it is a magical effect. So DC 17 Wisdom save for everyone, else you take 10 psychic damage. And on a failure, you are also stunned.
Wisdom save, right?
Nope,
Yes.
I'm fucked.
You
Yeah.
do have
Let's see.
you do have advantage because of the Circle of Power.
Yeah, that's
And you take
advantage.
less damage, but
Oh,
I
no
take no damage to
way.
the circle of power, right?
sorry.
If you
Take none
succeed, you
because
take
of
no
the circle.
damage.
Yeah.
I will
Effect
have
is a
none
+2.
of this.
I have a +8, but I rolled terribly.
Pegasus rolled terrible too. Poor Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Nothing to be
obviously
done.
it's gonna fall.
I need to roll for my dragon now.
I have to roll for fake Gihei as well.
Dragon outpasses.
Fake Gihei succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it will matter soon.
Well, you take what the advantage for it is that you next round don't have to use a bonus action to summon fake EA.
Right,
made
but then
it.
the Pegasus failed, so it's gonna fall.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we all take some falling damage.
Yes.
I do.
That
Let's
will kill
see,
him.
20 feet above the ground normally, so that is 7 falling damage.
Let me measure real quick because I may use my reaction to feather fall. Let me.
You'd only have to
Check
reach the Pegasus.
Okay. I gotta see how long before I get my. I don't see me really needing my reaction, so I will reaction feather fall once I see people falling.
Nice. Thank you.
And this is once again, it'll look like the because this is one of my specific spells for my bloodline I picked. So once again, time kind of slows, and as I manipulate the balance of the world, and that white falcon will kind of swoop in and just go under the wing of the Pegasus, not preventing him from completely falling, but kind of putting a gust of wind under the wing so he can fall more precisely.
And then the Garkunin is going to use its second ability, Great Bite, on Tatsu, which is now at advantage due to the fact that he is stunned. 20, I think, will miss.
20 is my AC.
Then it will hit for 24 damage, and a strength save you automatically fail due to being stunned. She lay prone on the ground.
Yep.
Maybe I needed that reaction.
Alright, then Gihei's turn, who is, I believe, stunned.
Nope, he is fine.
Alright.
Every roll he made was at advantage, and definitely beat DC 17.
The Pegasus was stunned.
The Pegasus was stunned. That was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Am I prone?
You have to make a acrobatics check DC 10 to see if you get prone.
I can do that.
With your mount.
But if they're feather falling,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be the same, would it? Like they'd be just fine.
Oh yeah, then
Yeah.
they'd be fine, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. Then I have the movement to get to here. And give this guy a challenge. Let's see. I kind of want to keep Clone Gihei back. Let's just go in for regular Gihei. And give him another target rather than Tatsu. Let's go for straight up violence. Full swings. First attack. Second. Third. I'm going to action surge.
Alright.
Fourth. Fifth. That's going to miss probably. Sixth.
Yeah. 5 out of the 6 hit. Give me a sec to calculate them all.
Nice.
I'll do a bonus action shot once you're done.
Alright. 34. 41. 51. 67. 87 damage.
Alright, bonus action. The Zanpakuto item interaction is going to turn into a crossbow, and I'm going to shoot it in the face.
Alright.
Oh, that's going to miss though.
Yes.
Alright. That's all she wrote.
Alright. Then at the end of your turn, the Garkunin is going to do a legendary action. And Tatsu is stunned and an easy target now, so he's going to use his quick bite on Tatsu.
Before you roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, will be made at my clone.
Alright.
And if we keep the same one, that's still going to miss the clone.
Yes.
Nope.
Alright. Then Kuma is stunned, I believe.
Yeah, so my round's done.
Yes. Then it'll take another legendary action to do another bite at Tatsu.
I can't do anything about this one.
Then it is Tatsu's turn, who is now also stunned, but his stun ends at the end of its turn. So the Garkunin will use its last legendary to do another bite on Tatsu.
If I'm stunned, can I still stand up? Or okay.
Also 0 movement. And the last legendary does hit with a 21 for 17 damage.
If it's at the end of your turn, though, you would have your reaction back.
Yes,
so
I
you could,
do.
You could slap him with your tail at
That
disadvantage.
is the plan.
That'll hit.
Would be a disadvantage because he's
Yep.
prone.
Oh, if it's a melee attack, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still a disadvantage.
Melee attacks when you are prone are at disadvantage. Still hits for 16 damage. Then it is the lair action of the Garkunin. And it will roar again. Using its roar ability. For everyone, another wisdom save.
We'll roll Pegasus first. Nope.
Okay, I do make it this time.
Mm-hmm.
And take no
2 for
damage.
me.
Oh
First
my
one's real
god,
Gihei.
dude.
Failed. Second one's fake Gihei. Fake Gihei just succeeded, so it's still up, but I'm stunned.
Mhm.
Actually, Indomitable. I'll use that. That's what it's for, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Nope.
So you take 22 psychic damage.
But it takes half of that because
Yeah.
still the other spell takes half.
Haru still makes it.
I picture it's that Falcon is just flying around screeching, so Haru doesn't hear it.
The reason Kuma's okay is because he's in the fetal position. he's like, he's like, I don't like the wolf. The wolf makes me scared.
Then it is Haru's turn.
Natural enemy, the Gurkunin.
Losing all my friends, I have to stay here, otherwise I lose range on somebody if I move in a direction.
Mhm.
I am going to look at my spells. When this thing bit at my buddy Tatsu there, I've seen Tatsu bite stuff and there was flames come off of it, and other things bite and there be cold. Did it just seem like a chomp?
It seemed like a chomp of magical aura.
Gotcha. Because I'm trying to figure out resistances here before I throw something big. And Tatsu has not hit it yet to see if fire did anything. Maybe he
Mhm.
has.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Seemed
was my
like
first set of attacks.
fire did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Then taking advantage of the potion of maximum strength, we're gonna launch a fireball, and I'm going to upcast it to the maximum point that I can. I'm just going to see what that happens to be. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that because fireball is just a scroll. I am going to flame strike,
All
That
right.
makes more sense.
and I will upcast this, and specifically upcasting the radiant damage because I have to choose which damage up. Crap! I clicked it too quick. So we'll just cast it at 5th. So I will calculate maximum damage rolls. I was waiting on that. I got my reaction back, so I'm going to restore balance my last time.
All right. I'll roll it for you. Fails it, so it will use to make it.
Okay. So let me calculate the maximum damage real quick for you.
Mhm.
Luckily, I have the spell drawn up. So I had chosen to specifically upcast the fire because you have to choose one or the other. So it was
Next
at
damage is
5d6.
46.
So 30.
46.
I'm on it. Give me a second. It's 30 fire damage specifically, and 24 radiant damage.
Mhm.
So that becomes 54, becomes 27 damage because it passed its save.
All right. It is still standing.
Would that be how that works? Would you have each individual type before you have the damage?
No, you're supposed to put them together and then have it, but that also depends on the resistances and stuff like that. But it really doesn't matter that much.
Sure, it's only a point of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just totaled everything because it was easier that way. So that's why I was poking for resistances. And then I am going to, as my bonus action, I will start to glow a little bit as I will wild shape into my draconic form and be good at con saves. End of turn.
All right. Both Gihei and Tatsu are stunned currently, I believe.
Fake Gihei is not,
Correct.
but that does not matter at all.
Yeah. And Haru did quite a bit of harmful things, and this spell is also very annoying. So he's going to walk over to Haru with the long feet. And first it shall roar again. So everyone wisdom saves.
Fake Hay is gonna roll. Fake Hay failed. Fake Hay is gone. Goodbye, Fake.
So everyone that fills it takes 14 psychic damage and is stunned.
Well, they take half.
Nice.
So
That's
they
Best.
Yeah.
7.
Mm-hmm. And then it will bite Haru with its great bite. Natural 1.
I think that falcon flies by again.
Mm-hmm. And then it is Gihei's turn, who is stunned, I believe. So that ends his stun.
Pegasus made the last one, but I'm not sure if that matters because he failed the one before that.
Then it doesn't matter. If you,
Yeah.
yeah. If you're already stunned, the only thing that happens when the roar comes is that you roll to avoid the psychic damage or get less psychic damage.
Alright, gotcha.
So the stuns are gone for Guille, but that's the end of his turn. So the Gerkunen will use its legendary to do a quick bite on Haru. 12 misses.
I get to Sentinel.
Alright, go ahead.
This is at disadvantage because I am prone. Or am I prone? Because I...
Yes, because you're stunned and you fell down from the stun, basically.
Do you fall prone when you get stunned?
Well, you were flying, right? Or were you on the
I
ground?
would be on the ground. I'd be
yeah,
on the
then
ground.
no, then you're not prone.
But
Okay.
if you're stunned, you don't have reactions.
Yeah, he was,
I-
but he's
I
not
was.
stunned anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
Not
I
stunned
see.
anymore because my turn happened. That's gonna miss though.
Yes. Alright, Kuma, are you stunned or not?
I am not stunned in this
Alright.
case, finally. I will stand up for 1. I will steady aim. I grab into my bag. I grab a special arrow out of my quiver, and I take an arrow of spirit slaying.
Spirit slaying.
This is why I wanted to do the thing, because if I got the sprite right off, could you imagine the possibilities? But yes, I will attack.
At least you have the tools to fuck this thing.
Yeah, I will attack it at advantage because I'm thinking it, and let's go. Fuck this thing though. It fucked my round so much. it really did. It fucked me so much. Phew. Oh,
Boom. That's a lot of damage.
that's a lot of damage.
I believe those arrows of slaying are like 60-10 or something out of the top of my head. I'm not sure.
I believe. Let me just check.
That's a lot of
Man's about to one-shot this thing.
So it does mean it has to. It doesn't have to make a Constitution save throw to take the extra damage, or it takes half. So that's the
Alright.
one thing about these arrows. They're not really automatic, but
Filled it, but it'll
Oh.
use this.
linear distances. There is the initial. Jesus, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's all 60 damage just from the arrow itself or from the shot.
and then I make 12d10 for the thing.
Roll max damage. It'll be funny.
Another 50 damage. Halved, obviously, in this case, so 26 takes on that one.
26. Yeah. So that's 86 damage. Nice.
Yes,
Nice. It's still alive.
it's still alive.
Okay.
It is in
Again-
critical condition though.
Yeah. I also I do have more of these arrows, so I will shoot one more at it.
Roll another crit. Roll another crit.
Oh, I don't have advantage in this one, sadly. This one's just a straight roll. Oh, actually, wait. No, it wouldn't because I used my bonus action to thing it. Oh, close.
That'll hit.
For another 24 damage.
And what's another arrow of slaying, right?
Yeah. Would succeed, I believe, because it's only a DC 15, I think. I'll check
Mhm.
real quick.
So it takes
Or it
half
might
of
be
that.
it might be exactly what I got actually, because I think it's 17 possibly. Yeah, 17 is the initial one.
Then it
But
made
this but it still takes the damage. Ooh, God, that was a
So,
crazy roll.
44 damage. How do you want to do this?
It's just like, unnatural creature, fucking get out of here! And I just slap one. Take out like one arrow just goes through one of the legs and just like pinned it to its back leg, and the other one goes through the other one. It just face plants into the ground. He's like, I don't even like the legs. Oh no, actually better. Not it doesn't pin the legs together. It just both legs on both sides. All four legs just get blown off as he just fires these arrows into them, and it just lands like with a normal proportion of leg left for a wolf. Its size.
Yeah. Now it's congratulations. It's now a normal wolf.
A dead normal, well, in the spirit. Also, it's probably permanently dead because it doesn't go anywhere after this.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all okay with that.
I'm okay with it, especially.
Most most spirits don't like this thing either.
Yeah, I also without hesitation would have killed it either way. This thing disturbs me.
As it lays down dead on the ground.
Yeah, one more.
We should find more of these later.
No, I don't wanna. I don't like them.
Well, the thing is, there's only one.
Aw.
We've actually probably.
There's not any now.
Yeah. Well, we've actually probably saved this island from a lot of trouble in future days, as this thing is constantly causing havoc.
But, yeah, good riddance.
What the fuck?
I'm not usually one to be mean to spirits, especially considering my friend over here, but, I think we're all in agreement.
I like a lot of spirits.
Thing.
I've seen some funky looking spirits, ones that would make you want to cry at night. But that thing there, now that's a step too far.
I found the creature by typing into Google nightmare wolf.
It's definitely that. I will probably fall asleep tonight looking at that thing.
At the end of combat, who all is injured?
I think the
I'm taking some chip damage, but nothing major.
Mainly
Tatsu is
Tatsu.
the artist.
Because I'm going to go ahead and quickly drop my last 3rd level, and then I'm going to do a 5th level just so I can maximize a mass cure wounds on everybody.
Oh, I can take some of that.
Boom, boom. Let me click because I will. What's the name of my spell that nobody else takes but I always do? Do. Or
Beacon
no.
of Hope.
Beacon of Hope. Yes. I can't find it because I typed it in differently. I usually type Bacon of Hope. So everyone
bacon.
will. I will use my. I will just do a 5th level. So everyone will heal 29 hit points.
Okay, beautiful.
And then if we need more healing, I might as well take advantage of the bacon. So I will continue doing level 1 cure wounds on Tatsu if I need to, just so I can maximize getting my full healing out of it.
Man, you the MVP this fight. I know, like, Kuma did, like, half the damage in, like, 2 shots, but that fucking circle of power.
I was between Circle of Power. I was either going to do Circle of Power or an Upcast Insect Plague.
What's so crazy is that I had the shield in the spell set, like the saves mode, which means I just have advantage and I get +5. And I rolled like 2, like each save I rolled a 3 or like a 4, and I was like, holy shit, there's nothing at advantage, and I was like, there's literally nothing to be done.
Hey, Tatsu, give yourself an additional 26 hit points. I'm now out of level 1 spell slots.
That's pretty good. I'm pretty much.
And then I will quickly use my Channel Divinity and get a couple level 1s back. But you should be sitting pretty now. If anybody wants to do any healing, like a second wind or anything like that, while the Beacon of Hope is still up, it does affect any dice rolls for healing. So we've got a little bit of time left for it.
While this is going on, can I use my free casts of Detect Magic to look around? Because I'll confer with Kuma on this about, trying to see if there's any magic in the area that would have caused this creature spirit to be hanging about or around here.
I should use your detect magic and look around. Outside of the Garkunan corpse, There's nothing, and you yourselves and your party, there's nothing magical around you in the region.
Kuma would just say, like, I imagine this would be the case. He'd be like, to be fair, it doesn't cost much for him to come around and start fucking things up. I don't know much about him, but I just know that he likes doing this type of thing. It's just a common occurrence. He usually has to be beaten back quite often. He's one of the more unreasonable spirits I've heard of. He doesn't
No
really
problem no
listen.
more. He's not coming back just from this one.
Well, either way, because of this is a very rare opportunity to take such a creature's pelt. I think I'll actually skin this one personally. Because, I'd imagine this is quite a powerful magical creature, so I will
Yeah, go
skin
for it.
this one for
I don't think I can help
Help
too
me.
much, but yeah.
That's
For
alright.
skinning, I can't help. No.
Alright, that'll be a survival check.
I can help on the other hand. Never mind, I've got my other stuff going on during this.
That's alright. I will attempt to skin this for best I can get to it. 24.
That is sadly not good enough to get the Garkunan pelt as it is destroyed.
Ah.
Do I have a reaction or something I can do to this? Oh, I do actually have I do have the ability to cast Enhance ability, but
It's a bit too late now for
yeah,
enhanced
it's
ability.
later.
If you had
Well,
like
too
a
late.
your reaction abilities or something like that, I'd allow
Do
it.
you- I have an inspiration.
Yeah, you
Could
can
I
use
just-
it to reroll
Oh,
that.
nice.
Yeah, I just realized I forgot I had one from a while ago. I'll probably let's see if I get a better one. Probably niet. No, not.
No.
It's done.
You,
Sadly,
you
no.
see it go wrong, and you're like, oh no, and then it becomes even worse. Trying to
It's
stop
one of
it.
those things where like you start cutting and you're like, oh wait, that was a bit of a wrong cut. Like, I'll cut it here to make it better. Oh no. Ooh,
Oh wait, the other one was right. Fuck.
Yeah, and then it starts just like going worse and worse. And he's like, ah, fuck. That's a shame to lose out on that. But what can you do?
When it died, can I make some kind of check to see? Because we know spirits are currently like bound to this place
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot because of the different things. Can I make? I will just flat out cast detect evil and good and see.
Don't know if that'll work on a corpse.
No, I wanted to know like if it's spiritual essence is what I'm looking for. If I need to do like a laying to rest of the spirit or anything. But I'll just ask Kuma, is there any rituals you know of that could, if this thing is to return, will leave its spirit at peace, or do you figure, much like those other things we fought, it's just gone?
It's definitely dead because of the lightning storms.
Very dead.
To be fair, if I'd skinned this one, I was going to planning to make leather armor out of it because that would have been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just have to use dragon skills. Ugh.
Would you like to return all of y'all to Ichirachu?
Yeah, we probably would go back there to
I
report
will.
it to tell them.
I will pick up my friend as we go.
The local leader, Samurai, Kida, and there. Ah, you've returned! Has the wolf hunt gone successful? Giving a stare at the wolf that you guys bring along.
Better than you can imagine. We found what was the problem. It was a spirit known as Garkuna.
The Karkudan here.
Yeah, like, it's dead now, so you don't have to worry.
Oh,
And
bless
I mean,
the dragon.
Yeah, I also mean dead because of the lightning powers that cause a peculiar effect where they don't return to any realm; they're just gone.
Thank, thank you, sir. You have done the land a great favor. Bless the blessings of the dragon as he does a very big bow towards Tatsu.
But now that this has happened, you need to start moving south towards the whatever region it was called, and meet up with the Lord to propel the attack of the elves.
We shall. As soon as we still have a bunch of hunters outside hunting wolves. Probably they will return probably in a couple of hours. And when all of them return, we shall march to the Tariyama region. And we shall
Yeah.
show them the power of the Hichirachus.
Oh, yeah. Also, I forgot to mention. There's also a bunch of dead wolves out that direction. You'll point in the direction they came from. If you want to send out some of your villagers to go skin and prepare the meats that are out there anyway, because we're not going to use them personally.
I shall send the remainers here. They can make gifts for when we return as heroes on
Yeah.
of the battle,
Yeah, it'd be great.
whatever battle happens in Tarihama.
Cool.
Gather up stuff, men. We're leaving today. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, guys.
If you
That's
would
that one
like
then.
to join us
Sorry.
for lunch, feel free to do so. We have
Uh,
ramen.
Ooh,
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
that
We
sounds
just had
pretty good.
a kind of a big battle there, so that might be pretty nice to actually enjoy a meal after fighting.
Lunch sounds good.
Alright, then you can all enjoy a cup of ramen here in the village. And with that, you guys can also take a short rest if you want to.
Good. I will
I
eat
will.
my
And we
noodles.
will also take a in real life short rest.
That's fair.
Say,
Get my breath
we'll give everyone 10 minutes to go to the bathroom and whatever.
Yeah.
I was debating if I made the right choice with my sorcerer subclass, but I am now happy with it.
That's good.
Working out well.
Well, I was wanting to go draconic, but restore balance from clockwork just fits the character way more.
That's fair.
And I am sick and freaking tired of magic resistance.
You're not wrong. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm sad I didn't get that pelt though. Wanted that thing.
Yeah, I was wanting to go back and get some of the Winterwolf pelts, but I think these guys are gonna get them.
You can collect
Mhm.
those. Just and you'll just miss out on your short rest, and that's all.
Wouldn't benefit anything except getting a single channel divinity back. So I'm gonna, hey, and my new wolf buddy, who's I'm going to use another. This will be pointless, but a level 1 spell slot. Just try to learn about him as we go.
Mm-hmm.
Like if creatures in nature that live naturally that aren't spirits and whatnot, if they have names and just a genuine curiosity about this old gray wolf.
Mm-hmm. Basically, they have nicknames of what something represents. Like if one wolf has a big spot, then they are called Big Spot. One has a wounded eye, then they're called Patchy. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Does he have a
He's also a
nickname?
bit amazed because this is the first actual conversation he actually had. Or the second
Yeah.
one now.
And someone generally treating him kindly?
Mm-hmm. But now I am going to the bathroom.
You still around, Reese?
I'm still here yet.
Yeah, my idea of befriending the direwolf was so that I eventually plan on changing my mount of my instead of the Dragonelle of being a more natural beast, and that way I have a wolf spirit I can call to whenever I get my summon greater steed. because the Dragonelle is neat and all. It's just got quite a bit less movement, and its bonus is in the fact that it can't be feared. So
Yeah, that's fair. I get you.
I just wanted a dragon type creature because it kind of fit the character. But now that I'm leaning more towards the natural animals of the world and the balance of everything, because you've got spirits, we've got a dragon guy, we've got Gihei.
Yeah.
Whatever Gihei is.
Yeah, I consider Gihei a man of the people more so than anything. Whereas, like, I am becoming
You're not
a
wrong.
friend of the deep places of the world that are natural. Because I like me being a Twilight cleric, a stars druid, and now a clockwork. I'm calling it a soul of balance instead of clockwork soul, but same thing.
You're
I
absolutely
like
right
the
about that.
yin and yang concept of the character idea with that of balance. Oh, it is not that they are immune to immune to fear. I mean, the Dragonelle has flyby. That's why I took him.
Flyby's really nice.
Yeah, that'll be handy. But now befriending this wolf, whenever I go to recast my greater steed, I have a wolf.
Yeah, that's cool.
Keep in mind, you can't fly on it. That's the only real downside. It'll just slow travel time. Let's see. The direwolf fits Find Greater Steed though, so I think we
Yeah, it
refer
is.
to the
It's one of the options, but it usually like offers you as a standard option.
yeah.
That spirit, had I been worried he was immune, had I not been worried he was immune to necrotic damage, he was about to eat a finger of death at maximum power.
That would have fucking hurt.
That would have been a flat 78 damage. Before resistance, obviously he would have auto passed, but still. I think your Pegasus has more hit points than my Dragonelle does as well. I know you have a way better armor class and flight speed.
Pegasus has 59 hit points.
You got me by one. And then you have
Yeah.
a 90 flight speed
Yeah. It's fast
versus
as
a
fuck.
60. Yeah. The bonuses on this thing are it's got its dragon senses, so it's got 120 dark vision, 30 blind sight, and flyby. That's really the bonus on it. Otherwise, it's just a challenge rating 2 flying dragon.
That's the thing. Horses are fast as fuck. You think about them, you think, oh, it's just a basic horse. But no, for mounts, you can't do any better.
Oh, yeah, then look at Phantom Steed. That's insane.
It is. Phantom Steed is like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Immortal mount, pretty much.
Yeah, and it specifically does not need to rest, so zoom.
Zoom. How fast does Phantom Steed go? 60?
Base 100.
Base 100.
Yeah, I'll share it for you.
Fuck.
That's why I said whenever, because that was Hoseki's go.
You want to play a mounted character? Play a bard. Take some levels in Paladin, and then play a bard.
I did a mounted that was a Blade Singer. And although not like optimized or anything, obviously, it was still a fun thing to do. That should show you Phantom Steed. It can travel 10 miles in an hour, so it's actually got, or 13 miles at a fast pace, so it can flat out move. That's why I was saying the one time I could get from your place to my temple and back in a day.
Yeah, it's fast.
I've been debating getting armor for the Dragonelle, but I'm eventually going to get rid of it for something better, probably.
Welcome back.
We're all here then.
We're talking about mounts.
Yeah, we were just chit-chatting about how crazy Phantom Steed is.
Best mounted character would be a bard. You can get Phantom Steed. You can put some levels into Paladin. Get if you really wanted to, you can take the magical secrets for finding Greater Steed, and then cast Haste, and then you have Hasted Mount. It just comes with the most options.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you took Paladin to like level 5 or something, you could get really good aura abilities.
What I did with my mount was I took same thing, Greater Fine Steed to get a Griffin, and then also to had Enlarge Reduce to make the Griffin bigger, and then I had the mounted combatant feat, and then I could attack people constantly with advantage because I had a huge Griffin.
How many pelts was I able to get successfully so I can add it to party
See,
treasure?
did you roll a survival check?
I did not. I was waiting for you
Then,
to be back.
currently
An
0,
enhanceability,
but
yeah, an enhanceability wouldn't help because this is done over time. So
and
I would just
enhanceability lasts quite a while, right? Not
Last
an
hour,
hour.
yeah.
Yeah, then you can use enhanceability
If
to
we could
And-
gather all the corpses into a pile for him
yeah.
before he starts.
Yeah.
and then I will guide myself.
Guidance would not work because of the long
That's a
time, but
one.
but enhanceability
Okay.
would work.
So I will just have my. Ignore the. I clicked it off
you?
and then I get to click it back on.
Did you just you wanted to go for the Winter Wolf spells, right?
Yeah, the Winter Wolves.
Alright. With that, you get 3 Winter Wolf pelts.
Cool. Pun not intended.
We have a lot of ingredients.
Each one weighing about 12 pounds.
Gotcha. So
That's not
I'll
so
put
bad.
that in party treasure.
We have a lot of stuff we could probably make some fine leather armors with if we find someone
Mm-hmm.
who actually make it.
The best
Yeah,
place
I'd like to.
for that would be to go to
Okayama.
Okoyama.
Do we get discounts if we bring our own shit?
Probably.
If possible, I'd like to get like a Winter Wolf coat made.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get like those dragon skills made into something.
I'm just thinking like
I would feel weird wearing dragon scale, so no, not for me.
I wouldn't
Well,
mind it.
it's red one, so it doesn't matter.
That's
Literally
fine.
everyone hates red dragons. It's
Yep.
like your number one. It's like your number one op, and then you're wearing their clothing, and it's like night. Like not their clothing. It's like, oh yeah, we have their dead skin.
I'm wearing
and
this
it's like, damn.
skin.
Now,
Yeah,
if it was gold, then people would give you mean looks. But
You might get attacked on the streets.
yeah,
I think
What's a-
as a whole, I would still feel bad being wrapped in the skin of my enemy.
Makes sense.
all right. So you currently still have, let's see, 3 villages to visit in this region. You have Hachitama, which is the one with the samurai with the many sons, and you have Kashimaguchi, where
Gucci Village.
yeah, Gucci Village, where there are different samurai families, not in open war, but in a cold war with each other about who is in charge of the village, because the people actually in charge are dead. And then you have Akago, which you have no idea what's going on there.
Well, the succession one I think is like, again, I just like convince them to go down, and then they can just decide who succeeds by who lives.
Whoever proves themselves the most in battle.
Yeah, either the ones who live or the one who proves themselves the most.
I will talk to the wolf. I don't know if this is possible or not. If he would like to remain here and help the village, maybe with their men leaving, I
No.
will at least try. Or he can follow me.
Yes. They give me mean looks. I think
I'm
if you
sorry
guys
for
are
that.
gone, that would be the end of me.
But you are the prettiest of your pack. You would have made a wonderful coat, and I laugh as I walk with it.
Mhm.
What is your name, friend? You said the others have nicknames, and
Mine is called Grey Storm.
Greystorm, and I will introduce Greystorm to the party. They will only understand my end of the conversation, but I believe friend Kuma here, and I will show Kuma to Greystorm, is also able to communicate to a point with me, but he is more attuned to the spirits.
Yeah.
And
I
I'll just
can.
go.
Sorry. What'd you say there?
I'm just introducing Greystorm to the party and informing him that you are a spirit speaker, kind of, that you deal more with spirits than beasts of the wild. But I believe I've seen you before speak to creatures.
Oh yeah, I've got. I could cast that spell and talk to this wee doggy. Why not? I've got actually one free use from my abilities anyway, so I'll use it. Hello, little wolf.
Hello there.
You're lucky that my friend likes you, because otherwise we were just going to wipe you out.
You all have a very morbid sense of humor. Or are
Ah,
these not jokes? And is this a
oh
straight up
well, no,
threat?
no, it's not a threat actually. I just was mentioning it. To be fair, I'm just kind of blunt. I didn't really think about it before I said it, and then I realized that might come off as mean. I was not intending that, fella. It was just, the circumstance we found ourselves in. Just like you found yourselves in circumstances most likely going to rip our throats out if we hadn't stopped you.
That is true.
Yeah.
Respect that.
hmm But either way, I guess you'll be with us for a while yet, little friend.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Seems like a respectable wolf, Haru.
At least for 24 hours.
Yeah,
And then it eats
that'll
us.
catch it.
Well, let's get going then.
Yeah.
To which village?
What were the choices again? Sorry, there was the succession crisis, one we didn't know what was going on there, and then one other, I believe.
Yeah, two of them have a succession crisis, and one of them you
Aye.
don't know what's going on there.
Well, I think we should probably go to one of the ones with the second crisis, just because we would, and probably be able to solve the problem quicker, I'd imagine, than the one we don't know about.
I mean, again, the succession crisis won't go anywhere.
I know, but the other one we just don't know anything about. Like, they may not have actually a crisis at all, or I don't know.
That's fine. If nothing's wrong with it, then we just tell them to mobilize, and we'll go to the succession village right after. But
I guess that
if there
makes
is
sense.
something wrong with the other village, we should go.
Okay, I guess. I guess we'll go towards that one, the succession crisis. Another second, the one we don't know about. Sorry,
Alright.
Mystery Village.
mystery
Mystery
village.
village.
Takes a couple of hours to get there.
Greystorm, have you been in?
A big problem now is you guys are flying to get there. Greystorm can't fly.
Yeah, but we have to stay low, so I was
Yeah.
staying like 15 feet above the ground just to. Because we have to stay below the trees.
Mm-hmm.
The maximum movement speed on Haru's mount was 60 feet. I think the maximum wolf is 60 as well.
No,
Main
the
difference is
Greystorm's is 50.
It's also partly due to like terrain and stuff. Like,
yeah, it's the
Yeah,
terrain
it's
that's really
also
slowing them
terrain,
down.
so yeah, it's For Grays, a Grey Storm is a lot slower than you guys.
We want to let that one catch up, or do we want to just peel ahead or wait for him?
Well, I can get there and you can fairly follow our trail.
I think that's fair.
Have to give him something to keep smelling so you can follow your trail.
I'm going to, because this will be funny, I'm going to take my extra conical hat that
Mhm.
smells like me, punch some holes in the top so he's got a little shade, and give him a hat.
Alright. He puts it in his mouth. Smells on it, and follows you guys.
I
You go in
will,
front.
if we do not see you at the end of the day, I will come back and find you, and then I will mount the Dragonelle and fly off with the party.
Alright, then after a few hours, you arrive at Agigo. Seems like a peaceful village as you arrive there. The local samurai Akihiko and his wife Akari welcome you guys. Welcome, fellow samurai. What can we do for you?
Um, we've. Do you want to see? I don't mind.
I figured I'd let Tatsu do it. He's the
Yeah,
gold
that's
dragon.
it.
If you, yeah, I don't care who speaks for us, but if you want me to.
Oh, you're a gold dragon. It makes more official.
Greetings. We have come here bearing the edict from Lord Shimada.
What made our daimyo demand of us as they kneel before you?
He decrees that you shall take your men and head to the... Oh god, what's the name of the region? I forget.
Toriyama.
Toriyama. You shall head to the Toriyama region to help support it with an incoming invasion.
They both nod and say, "All right, we will set our men ready, and we shall leave as quickly as possible. Thank you for informing us."
No, there we go. That was simple enough.
They have been very, very quick to not ask anything of us or anything like everybody else does. Can I make an insight check? Oh,
As
No.
a fox walks past you guys.
Fox.
It begins.
You may make
Yeah,
an insight check.
all right. Yeah, it just to heart was like, people are never so forthcoming with stuff.
They seem pretty honest.
Okay.
Go after the fox.
I guess that's the plan. We're just going.
Follow the
oh!
fox.
I feel like there is something shadier going on here, but like, there's a fox.
All right. Look, you guys can follow the fox. I'll stick around and see if there's something.
I mean, they seem
And,
like they're just honorable samurai that will
I mean,
follow their
that's
lords.
Gihei's kind of take on it. Like they've agreed they're gonna assemble. I'll just look around the village and make sure, like,
Mhm.
there's not a bunch of face eaters or something around.
Can I make an insight check just before I chase after this fox? Just to see if I can figure anything different.
Seems honest.
No, I see, and he was just like, yeah, they was like fox.
Told you.
You guys follow the fox. You come into the forest again, but there's like lots of holes and branches and stumblewood. And the fox makes like a gesture that you need to hide for a moment.
Okay. I am going
Stealth
to.
checks.
Yeah. Can I cast Pathway Trace?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I will do so.
We got a rest
What kind,
earlier,
gentlemen?
correct? No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
You did not get a rest, but the rest did.
Yeah. In that case, I'm just going to cast invisibility on myself and kind of duck down by the others because I know I cannot be stealthy.
Yes.
Um, yeah, my boot would help me in this case, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Advantage. Plus 10, so that would be 32.
I have 29.
Alright, Haru, go ahead and make yours.
Alrighty. Do-do.
$13? 13?
13, and with the invisibility
Invisible.
lowering the DC, it is a success.
Nice.
The fox, and then multiple spectral doors open behind the fox, and it steps into one, but then into all the doorways appears the same fox. And it seems you have to choose the correct door out of its magical radius, and that'll be an Arcana check.
Interesting. If I detect magic, would I be able to detect the fox that isn't an illusion?
You would get advantage on your Arcana check.
Okay,
I was
I'll
about to
do
ask
that.
the same thing. You beat me to it, Tatsu.
Yeah, because I got that at will, so I'll just throw that out.
If I were to cast Speak with Animals again, would I be able to ask the fox which is the correct one, or no? Would that
You
help
can
at all, or
definitely
not?
ask it, but that doesn't guarantee that the fox will give you the right answer.
Okay, I'll just try it anyway then. Actually, I'll ask the fox using thing.
What does the fox say?
Shut the fuck up. What does the fox say?
I'm gonna make the joke every time, Lee. I'm gonna make the
What
joke
does
every
the
time,
eye
Lee.
say?
Well, what does it fucking say? I ask it genuinely. Like, which one is the correct door?
You ask him what is the correct door. That
Yeah.
would be spoiling the test.
Oh, no fun. Okay. I'll make my my very bad Arcana most likely.
Mm-hmm.
A 12.
You all attempt to go into a door, but only Haru manages to go through the door. As the doors disappear, and Haru is gone. And now that we're going towards Haru, you are in a park with a bunch of other foxes. And they're all making like a weird sound. It feels like they're doing a performance. And the main fox that leads you here is trying to push you that you should participate.
In the performance,
Mm-hmm.
then I will lean down to. I will do my best, little friend, and I will, I will enhance ability for charisma, but to add to this, my falcon will appear, and I will do whatever performance they're doing, but I will also add in my falconry skill to have the. I'm doing the dance, but the hawk is also going to be spinning around.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make a performance check.
Is this over too long of a time for a guidance?
No, you can use your guidance for this.
Okay. Yay! Focus casting. I miss that so much on Wednesdays now.
That is a success. As the performance ends, some tree branches open, and you see a temple with a bowl of one piece of fruit. One of the foxes tries to pull you towards it and gestures to the fruit for you.
All right, I will. Have the others told us about these encounters before? I just want
Yeah.
to. Okay, so I will follow forward, and I think I've even like the Zanpakuto is even tucked away. There's no weapon in hand or anything, so I will go forward to the bowl of fruit.
All right. Now with the one piece in it.
Yeah, and I will, not knowing if this will help, but why not? Because I've got it, and I never use it. I'm going to cast tongues. I'm going to have to upcast it to 4th level, but I'm going to cast tongues and just say to it, "Thank you, Great Spirit."
You get no reaction. At least
All
from the
right,
statue.
either. Well, I was saying it to the fox,
Gestures
and
you
then
to eat the fruit,
I will eat the fruit happily.
and you get a +1 to your Constitution score.
Always useful.
Yay!
As you mysteriously return back to Tatsu and Kuma.
You fucking hate these tests.
They're
Perhaps
Every
difficult
sometimes
for a reason.
perhaps sometimes you will
every
have to kill something, my friend.
It's not about the killing. I'm good at hiding. I'm good at searching for things. But every time it's something to do with thinking about stuff, and I don't fucking like it. I don't pray. I don't know magic. I fucking. He's just like crashing out a little pit. He's like, why do these tests not do with more practical skills? These fucking foxes. He's just like kicking. He's just.
Voicey it because kitsunes are sadists.
Fuck you, fox spirit. I know you're right there. You bastards.
Well,
This
At the
is
same
why my.
time, DA, it seems actually like a very lovely village here, where one of the people says, "Hello there, fellow samurai. Could you help me with this barrel here? I have to roll it down."
absolutely.
Ah, thank you
Yeah.
so much.
I am not very physically strong, but I do have the authority to use my Pegasus to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this entire time he's just been helping Akihiko and Akari out with whatever the hell they could randomly need. Oh, you need me to go grab some sandbags or bags of grain from the warehouse? I could fly over and do it, no problem. Oh,
Basically, what they're
you
doing, yeah. Basically, what's happening is that they're just genuinely preparing to leave, handing out where the proper weapons that the militia is allowed to use towards the members.
I
Trying to accommodate with families for which family member should go. They generally pick the, like, for example, if they have like 4 or 5 sons, then they pick number 2 and number 3, stuff like that, just to make sure that an entire family isn't eradicated and stuff like that. Seems all, as far as you can say, very legit.
that's good. I'll ask Akari and Akihiko how the winters have been up here.
Cold, well, big problem in the winter is we're basically isolated from the rest of the empire. Because the roads towards here are completely unusable the moment it hits winter.
Have you guys considered breeding dogs?
No?
Uh, I have had similar issues in my village in the past. I've used sled dogs to transport goods and people between my village and some local others.
Oh.
When this campaign is over, I can bring some up for you so you can start.
Oh, we could buy a couple, see how that works out.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll give you a good price. I promise.
Alright, thank you.
Of course.
At that point, a very angry Kuma
Yeah,
returns
yeah.
back to the village.
Yeah, he's like, I'm fucking spirits. They're always fucking with me, misplacing this, misplacing that, not letting me into cool clubs. Fuck them all, goddamn bastard.
I think I better I think I better go deal with this. You
Yeah.
guys have a good march.
Good night.
Not go so well, huh, friend?
It never fucking does.
They can be rough. But hey, there'll be more tests. There
I
are
know.
always more foxes.
What fucking foxes. I like the idea that even before he met the party, he's done these tests and he always like trips up on them. And this is like this is a long time coming crash out for him.
Just think about how juicy the fruit will be when you finally
Rage
do taste
building.
it.
Fucking bad bastards.
It's
fucking...
quite delicious. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck you!
Also
You
very
fucking-
healthy.
Yeah, golden dragon fucking cunt. He just walks off into the distance kicking dirt.
Oh, Kuma! Aw.
I wouldn't be too upset. He got his marriage proposal rejected, not that long ago. So
It's been a harsh week for him.
yeah,
I
it's
can
been
hear
rough.
you. I don't care about weddings. I want to fucking find that
See-
fox
see
and
what I'm saying?
strangle it.
If you're that upset, maybe you should look inward and think about what is actually bothering you.
Yeah, fuck you.
I think when we get back to the capital, I might, maybe I'll put in good Lord Shimada to get him like, a good little estate set up somewhere with a wife or something, or husband. I don't know.
He wouldn't take it. He's bound to wander. It's in his nature. Maybe one day he will settle down, but
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I'll just throw in the offer. For like 100 years, 200 years from now, he wants something. I'll hook him up.
yeah. Let him ask for it though.
I just
Other
sorry.
it'll it'll be appropriate then. If he asks for it, it's absolutely you could show him. Oh, we've had this planned out for a while. He's definitely earned such recognition, at least in my opinion. But if we ask him to do it, then it's more of a duty, and then he's good at what he does.
He seemed
You know.
pretty open to the idea, like that he would do it in the first place. So, but yeah, we'll keep
Have
it.
you talked to him about it?
Oh yeah. This was back when this first came up, because it came up and he didn't have to, but he said he would. So it's one of those things.
Interesting.
Yeah. But this guy is also partly like it's gonna be a mixture of the two. But because Kuma's like running, like walking around the village angrily, can I do like an investigation check just before we leave, just
Sure
to
thing.
see if there's like it's not him intentionally looking, but this is essentially what he's ended up doing because he's like kicking stuff and just killing into like I might accidentally come across something. Yeah, he looks. Just think that this will be the last thing I do to check
You
this village out.
come to the conclusion that this is a very well-run village, and the people seem very happy here. Nothing
Okay,
shady
well,
going on.
Yeah. Again, it's more like he's like kicking barrels and stuff, but like it just nothing comes out, so he's like, fucking this place. Walks back to the group. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go and fucking I don't know, kill somebody's child. I don't care anymore. It's fucking bullshit.
I'll just look over to Akihiko and Akari, grimace thing, and I was like, give them the look and say, I'm fucking sorry about him. Let's go.
See you on the battlefield.
Absolutely.
Both bow to you.
I bow back.
And as you guys are ready to leave the village, Greystorm just arrives.
It nearly seems cruel, but that's so funny.
That's the kind of humor you need right after a fucking crash.
Yeah.
Someone else suffering just as much as you.
Alright, which village do you guys want to go to next?
What was the difference between the two succession stories?
One of them is basically the father has 12 sons,
Yeah.
and he has to choose which of his sons he wants to be his successor. The other one is that the main family that is supposed to be in charge of the village is dead, but there are 3 bastard branches of the family,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
one of them is allowed to inherit it, but they cannot figure out who has the best claim.
Which do you guys want to do? I don't mind. I think I like the 12 Sons one first, but I don't mind which one
We
we
can do
do.
that one first.
They're kind of equal in my opinion with which one we'd go to. Like they kind of have solutions that I can imagine be pretty similar in some cases.
Feel like Kuma says if Kuma voices his opinion he wants to go on, he'll be like, yes, we can go there first. And it's very clearly he's exceeding because he's been so mad.
Yeah, fair enough. Then we'll go to the 12 Son one if nobody
We'll
else.
go
has
to the
any-
one you want. Yes, okay.
Fucking has 12 sons. Fucking.
About an hour later,
At least it was a good marriage.
Seems to be.
you arrive at Hachi Itami.
Oh, nice little village, little rice patch and everything.
Mm-hmm. You have to keep in mind all the villages that you visit. Probably they can't even be classified as villages, but more like settlements, because they all have like a maximum of around 100 people in there.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
Our
That's
job
fair.
is to have workers be productive, and the more like work towns, like the stuff you would see outside of a mining center. And sure, there's small little economies that branch up, but they're not trading a whole lot. It's mostly favor for favor stuff.
Mm-hmm. And like literally all the wealth goes to the local samurai.
It does.
If you
And
guys
then
are
how
okay,
good your
with-
life is
yeah.
depends on how willing the local samurai is willing to share that wealth with the population.
It's the duty of the samurai to ensure the wealth and prosperity of the town. So if they're not doing it and they're not sharing a dime, they're fucking failing, and it'll look bad on them. And I will judge the shit out of any samurai with a poor village when they should have a rich one.
I think.
With that in mind, how does this village look?
Well, it looks exactly like on this photo.
I think
Not bad.
Haru very much like studies what Gihei says about villages because he's never been around anything other than the temple. So it seems odd to focus on such a large area instead of one individual group of people, but he's definitely interested in it.
If you guys are okay with it, Kuma will start this one off because he's like still crashing out a little bit, even an hour later.
He's got it.
And he's like he jumps off the back of whoever's vehicle. He walks up to the local samurai, points at him, and goes, "No, what the fuck's going on here?" It's like it's just very belligerent.
My sons
Wait,
are
sorry.
dueling, but that's about it.
Okay, well, we got
May I
orders
ask what's
from the
going on? Why are you so angry?
well spirits. If that
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
explain,
I understand.
yeah, there you go. See, I instantly is mollified by the fact that he accepted that excuse, and it's like, okay, no, yeah, that's sorry, but we've come here with orders from the daimyo to say that we need you to marshal your forces to go south. We do know that you're currently having a problem with a bunch of your kids being, too many of them, and you want to figure out succession. Well, I have got a simple proposal. Whoever achieves the best in the war and who comes back alive can be your successor.
Well, that's the problem in that I want my successor to stay here and guard the village, and then I can go
fuck.
with the rest to your summon of a warpath.
Okay, this might be.
This is
He
a
looks
good
back.
exercise to lead the village and to know what it takes for my successor.
He looks back and he's like, "Fuck, my plan wasn't exactly perfect."
No, it wasn't. But that's okay.
Yeah, the good plan is one the plan that works for this man. Fine enough. We fucking kicks
If you
the
could
grass
help
somewhere.
me As a father, I'm biased. I love my sons all equally, so it's hard to choose. But if you could help me find the greatest out of my sons, who could succeed me upon my death, I would gladly march with the remaining ones to the to war.
Okay. Okay, I do. Like, do you have a thing you got set up for this for us to get judged by, or do you want us to figure out what we judge them by?
Harvey's
Sorry.
gonna slide off the saddle and go up next to Kuma.
I haven't thought this far through yet, because I've just heard that we had to go to war just now.
Well, that's. Anyway. Well, okay, fellas, what do you think is a good option for figuring out which one of these buggers is a good child for him?
I am going to cast Detect Thoughts and just keep it at a mundane level. And just be doing that old man walk where I just walk up and down the street area there in front of everybody, just kind of looking at people. I mean, I'm not an ancient. I'm in my 50s, but I guess for this time it would be kind of old for some people. But and just any of them that look panicked, I'm going to note because that would be a surface thought. Any that seem like, because with this being discussed and they know we're judging them, basically, any of the ones that have like cruel thoughts on the surface, I'm just going to go through, and any of the ones that seem like a good, pure person, maybe not the greatest warrior if they're thinking that, but a good leader, pure of heart. Essentially, I'm comparing these people to Gihei because I've been asking him all his questions recently about his leadership and whatnot.
Alright. So.
Comparing him to Gihei, don't look for the guy with the pure heart. It takes a hard heart to lead this sort of operation. You're gonna
In your
the
opinion, Asai, I'll mark them. Asai and let's see, Okino
A pure heart and a kind heart are two different things in Haru's mind.
and Kojima. They are all three very greedy sons.
Yeah,
They're only thinking about their own wealth.
limits that out.
So those three I will point at and bring them forward. You three, step forward. And doing it in that manner where they think they're going to get chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Since you have such greed in your hearts, perhaps you will find great treasures on the battlefield. And I will gesture for them to go to the side.
Alright.
I like that a lot, actually. That's
pretty good, yeah.
That's a good line.
I'm trying to think of all my old man insults.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
That's a good one, yeah. I'll give you
Yeah.
inspiration for that one.
Thank you. Are any of them like, I hate to ask this, but are any of them afraid of going, showing cowardice?
Let's see. Yeah. Ichida.
You, my friend, you are. I will approach them softly, where it's just me and them speaking softly. You're worried about this.
Mm-hmm.
I
Don't want to
myself,
die.
neither would I, my friend. But I never once saw combat until Jason does math. How long have we been doing the campaign
The
now?
entire
Like,
campaign
in-game?
is 19 days.
Less than a few weeks ago, I had never seen combat. And now, with the traveling around along such,
You earned a Sanbakuto?
I did. After only a week of being gone. And I will show him the Zanpakuto. I will actually make the lantern glow. If you only have trust in the great dragon and go forth not with greed, but with justice and pride in your heart, you too could earn such a thing. You may join your brothers, and I will, just because I'm wanting to give this guy a chance to earn his honor. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Could I
The other.
Can I glance at them and see if any of them are like complete uh complete prissy boys, I guess? Like just like they haven't worked at all in their lives. Like no
Oh,
like
go
if
ahead
any
and
of them
go
don't have
ahead.
any calluses.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a insight check
Insight's bad.
or
Could I instead
investigation.
look for physical signs like
Oh, yeah,
calluses and things like that?
Oh
for,
yeah,
like
you could do a
perception?
medicine check.
I'm bad at that. I was hoping to use perception, but that's okay. That's all the same. I'll go ahead and do the insight for what I was originally looking for then.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 11.
All right. Roll 20 is slow. 7. Fukushima. His hands are pretty. Very pretty.
Got pretty hands.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Soft.
He looks soft. Sorry.
Well maintained.
You got damn soft hands.
You got them soft hands.
Not a hand that looks like it held a sword or any weapon.
Well, I'll put a sword in it and tell him to come swing at me.
Alright. Well, let's see how that goes. That misses you, I think.
It does, but that's not a bad attempt. I'll ask him to keep swinging until he hits me.
Alright.
If he gets it within 10, he can stay.
Nope. 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 Nope.
He could definitely use some training.
Nope. Let's see how many did he get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right,
All of them
join the
miss.
line. Sorry, buddy. You need to pick up some combat experience. You're gonna have to join the fellows at the front.
Looks very disappointed and walks into the line.
It's okay.
He give more. He give him a more than fair chance to try that one.
Yeah.
I
That's
did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bad at apparently all of this.
I
Tell you what, if you want to send people to swing swords at me, you're free to come send people to swing swords at me. I'll stand over here.
The children look confused of should they not?
I'll let them pick, and then if they pick you to come swing a sword at me, then come swing a sword.
With the detect thoughts up, I'm now looking for a very specific thing. Whenever he says, I want you to come swing swords at me, is there any of them that want to out of like pride and to honor their father, but will not because this is a more high-ranking samurai?
Uyama seems to be very excited by the idea. This one here.
And I will
get to
actually
hit stuff? Yeah.
Oh no!
I will step aside. Okay, hey, are you still? This one has the drive, but out of fear of offending a lord such as yourself, he has held back.
Come swing.
All right. He runs towards you, but instead of a sword, he picks up a long spear, trying to attack you instead, and goes whoop whoop. Miss, 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 miss. 19. Yeah, still miss, I believe.
Still miss.
Miss with a 20.
Oh, that one was close.
Crit.
That one
the
got me.
last one, I believe. So he hits you for 9 damage. Yeah.
Ah, you did it.
So I win.
No.
You will definitely be needed there to protect your brothers.
It looks coming up.
I love how incomprehensible this must seem to them because like a group of 4 samurais, including a gold dragon, rock up
How
and are
they
just.
do it and how they go about it are just as important as the
I just
result,
so
though. So
I
this
don't
makes so
no
much
no
sense.
no I understand, but like to them it's like we are such strange. We're just coming in with the big dick swinging energy and just like it's just funny to me. Like the idea of like if you were these guys, it would be so weird to be situation.
Like against commoners, these guys would be pretty brutal, but
Yeah, against very heavily geared and skilled
their
samurai.
father seems to approve of your methods, though.
I want
Do
to.
any of you have families?
What do you got?
Of the ones standing here, they all answer no. Although because they are still too young to get married.
And I'm going to do one last thing as I step back. I'm going to actually look at them, and I'm going to use my last slide of it, and I'm going to cast Detect Magic and see if any of them have like active spells on them or anything. And then after that, if need be, I can make an Arcana or whatever. I want to know if any of them are natural spellcasters.
Don't pick anything up from that, but Tsushima, this one here, Tsushima, does have a bunch of magical items in his jacket.
Which one?
One right in
Magical
front of you.
items. Yeah, the one right in front of you.
You are you like myself are a fan of magical things.
Yeah, I have a bunch of potions and scrolls on me.
Oh,
That's not bad.
a scholar, and I will like show my collection of way too many damn scrolls.
They were gifts from my mother.
Ah,
And there'll
She
be an
was
immediate eye to eye. I think there's an immediate eye to eye with Gihei of Mama's Boy.
that's not bad.
She was a wizard.
And are you?
Not yet. I have not in the village. I haven't got the opportunity to develop much magical talent because the
Then-
only training we offer here is with the sword. But I wish to
Then-
develop and make wizardry and the sword one at some point.
Then, with your father's permission, perhaps this young man can join his brothers, but upon completion, I would take an apprentice to teach the ways of magic. With your permission, sir.
He will be joining the temple. That would be a great honor. Of course he may.
If he wishes and you do, but you must prove yourself in the eyes of the dragon. I will be looking for you on the battlefield, my friend. And I'm
I
going
will make
to
you proud,
actually
sir.
I'm going to hand him a scroll because I am old man. I'm actually, because I've got a few of these, I'm going to hand him a scroll of slow. This magic should aid you in hindering your opponents on the battlefield. It will slow them down quite a bit, and I will hand him the scroll and have him join the others in line. Then, since I've done all
Thank you
this
so
selecting,
much.
You're quite welcome. I will step back now and let the others choose with what's left because I've kind of pieced out the ones that.
One got really big.
This one's wide.
He got wide.
He ate too many tacos. You need an
He-
exercise. Go to war.
I was gonna say he's a chubby one. He's like you need
We
to
leave
get
that
rid
one
of
here.
it.
He'll leave the
Training.
village. Send him to war.
Actually, out of curiosity, are any of them particularly fat?
Yeah, sure. Let's see.
I like this. Is like the guess who game. So much.
Yeah, it's the one that's stretchy. Here you go.
He's like,
Oh no,
Amano.
shaming.
Hey, this is Kuma's in a bad mood. He's gotta
This is a
pick
chubby
somebody.
family member.
Yeah, he looks at him and goes like Kuma walks up to this one, and he goes like, "No, you look like you've taken out the rice stores. young friend. You fond of food?
Mm-hmm. It's delicious.
Can you fight?
Calms me down. A little bit. I've trained.
Okay. I want you.
Trained in the kitchen with chopsticks, as one of the others ones.
Um, I want to like look at it. I want to look at this guy. I want to make like an inside check, see if I can like just see what his character looks like. I just wanted to pick one that was fat, but I'm not actually going to seclude him yet.
Go ahead.
Must be a
Um,
bit husky.
yeah. No, I want to see because like maybe he's just one of those happy fat guys that would be really good at running a village.
He's a stress eater.
That's not a good
Every
quality.
time he gets negative emotions, he starts eating a lot.
Okay, he goes like, "Oh, you need to work off some of that weight and find somewhere else to put that stress, friend. You're going to have to find that out on the battlefield." He says,
Papa.
This is not good for him.
nope,
4
probably
left.
not. But it was also just like it's to be fair, it's just funny because I think the idea of like, yeah, he needs to work it off a little bit. You can work that in the good muscle friend. He doesn't need to, and the march will do you good.
He pulls out like as he walks towards the march with the people leaving towards the war. He pulls out a candy bar.
Hey, do you like alcohol, friend? Before he walks off completely.
Of course, I love alcohol. Sake is great.
Oh, here, have a drink of this, and you'll let him sip from his sake cup. He takes it back before he drowned himself. There you go.
Thank you so much.
That's a real man stress reliever right there.
I look over to the dads like, I think we just gave one of your sons alcoholism. I am sorry, sir.
And then,
Real men can handle their liquor.
I'm right. If you're not drunk on the battlefield, where are you going to really be drunk?
I'll look back to the rest of the four and I'll say, all right, of the four of you, I'm going to ask each of you, who would you pick? To lead this village, to honor your father. I'll look at all four of these people. I'm looking for their opinions.
Alright. Let's see.
This is as much judges their own characters as it is anything else.
So, the first three, Hirata, Tuzaka, and Hatsu, all point to themselves. Sasaki, the last one, points to Hirata.
I asked Haru what his reasoning was. I asked Haru because he's the one mind reading everybody.
Yeah, I will at least get surface thoughts. If I feel like I need to go deeper, I will.
On which one?
Actually, can we do all of them?
Yeah, but you'd have to do separate saves for him, though.
Let's start with the one who voted for Hirata, this guy.
Alright.
What's his thought process?
It's an intellect save, right?
Yeah, DC 21.
Failed it. His thought process was that Hirata, out of the four that is here, is the best warrior among them, and they need a powerful, strong leader to lead them. That was his thought process on it. Hirata is a better swordsman than him, and then the other, and the other two as well.
Oh, Hirata's a good swordsman. I'll ask Hatsu. What does he think of Hirata?
He's arrogant, but talented. Bit of a hothead.
I'll look to Haru to see if that was his true thoughts or not.
With surface thoughts, it's at least his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I realize that's opinion, I'm going to delve a little deeper and look for a point in his memory that he recalls something happening, and I'm going to be standing like next to Gihei, like I've seen people do before. My back is to them, and I'm just leaning forward, whispering to Gihei all this information.
You come to the conclusion, looking through the memory of Hatsu, that Hirata is a bit of a bully.
Bit arrogant. Okay. I think that is probably a good place to put someone to war at. Hmm. What do you think, Harata? Are you a bit arrogant?
Only because I'm the best out of them.
Hmm.
Arrogance is also something you earn.
It is true.
Like Kuma audibly snickers at that because he's just like, this is a kid to him. He's like, this guy knows nothing of proving
Yeah,
himself
all
yet.
of them are under 18. Just so you
Yeah.
know.
This is true.
So Kuma takes that with a grain of salt. Personally, he's just like, yeah, sure, kid. You even faced a long-legged wolf in the woods. You know nothing of true fear.
Haven't fought at a cryptid wolf.
All right, if you're the best, come prove it against the best. I just motion for him to come at me.
Alright, he picks up a sword, swings it a
Alright.
couple of times, and then walks towards you.
I'm gonna swing at him, non-lethally.
Alright. That'll hit, and I'll take 10 damage.
Well, he's still up after one.
Mm-hmm. It is non-lethal though. It hits again.
Yep.
7 damage, still standing. And hits again, another 7 damage, still standing.
Tough guy. All right, his
Now
turn.
you'll attempt to retaliate with 2 attacks back. Both
Nope.
miss.
And I swing again.
Alright.
Non-lethally.
He blocks it.
Ooh.
This one is good.
But the second one he does not block, but he's still standing. And now he's KO.
All right, would you pick him back up for me?
Yeah, I will. He's just unconscious, right? He's not like bleeding
he's
out.
just
or anything.
unconscious.
I will jokingly look at Gihei. Do you intend to beat the rest of them senseless?
No. I wish to see his reaction at losing.
Then I will just do a. I've got one level 1 left after using my channel Divinity, so I will healing word. And
How
I
much?
just say, all right.
Healing word, so
I forget that I have to click it on my thing, not on my other weird thing. Why is
I like this one.
I'll have to go into my thing and figure out why decrease this by 1 because for some it's 9 healing because for some reason it's saying my healing word is D4 plus 6 instead of D4 plus 5.
One of your
Stands
spell.
up.
Okay.
He's like, holy moly, that was brutal. I've never seen someone attack so quickly before.
And he was holding back by a lot. I've seen him cut down wolves 3 times your size with that amount of blows.
Well, I have much to learn still.
That is obvious. But
How did you learn this, Lord Gihei?
defending a village, mostly. I have, with the help of friends, fought off wyverns, trolls, and even great spirits. There was one recently, a monkey king. It came from the Hawaiian. Fuck that guy. I had to literally hold him down while my friend over here put a arrow clean through his fucking head.
That was a
Strength is certainly necessary in this role.
With
But
that, I lean into the guy that's wanting to study magic. They of course forget that I had him held for a good minute, and I just kind of wink
It
at the
wasn't
kid.
Haru, but
it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't hard.
You
That was
changed
so second.
characters,
Never
remember?
mind then. Never mind.
Close, close.
taking credit
Uh,
for
Dwarf
someone else's
exists
work.
between the realms and managed to get.
here are my thoughts, friends. This man is dedicated. This man, while arrogant, has shown humility and loss, and this man also has the voice of one of his younger brothers. Looks over at Sasaki. I think he would probably be the right choice. That is my opinion.
I'll say this. I originally was liking the one he at least voted for somebody else. But seeing as you actually took the beating better than I expected, I was expecting you to have a bit of a tantrum, no offense, little friend. But you seem to actually take it well. So,
My
don't
narcissist would have complained, whined, and tried to weasel his way out of this.
yeah.
He is not that.
This is arrogance by never being challenged, not arrogance because of personality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems a bit better than I thought it was going to be. That's why I was like, that's actually a good test, because otherwise I was probably going to put my vote in for
He won't.
the other younger
He,
one.
I feel like he won't let people walk over him, which is good. I feel like he'll make a good leader.
I thank you, sir, for your compliments. He stands up and does a bow.
Thank
I
yourself.
Wish to, I
You're
wish
the one
to,
who earned it.
when everyone returns, may I ask the location of your village? I would like to duel you again in the future
Absolutely.
to see my
I'll
progress.
I will mark my village on a map for him. He's welcome to come by whenever he wants, and I'll duel him if I'm around.
I'll be staying here for quite a while, but I will train every single day and take care of my people.
That is the important bit. You cannot simply train for yourself. If you do, it will be hollow. Train for the village. Train for those who require it of you to be strong. That is how you get a sharp sword.
He nods. Then it is settled. Hirata will stay here. Well, I will prepare the rest of the village and his brothers to move and march to Tarayama. We will fulfill our oaths to our daimyo.
With the tail end of my magic, I want to get the surface thoughts of the father. Like, I understand he was fine with any of them, but I want to get specifically like his comfort level of this son.
He's happy after he saw Gihei's skill. His service thought was he was happy that his son was still alive, and he was super proud of that moment that he was actually able to block the Gihei Sanpakuto.
Gotcha. Because even if it was the one we chose, if the father's not comfortable with it in the long run, it won't matter.
If you want to stay the night here, feel free to do so. Although maybe you still have other villages to visit. I shall
Yeah.
prepare a meal. It is now
Yeah.
like early evening.
I got one more place to go to. I feel like might as well get that out of the way and get it finished.
Let's.
The
Alright.
more time we waste, the more time the possible lives could be lost. That's always prints in my mind. So we'll go to that last village that is available in this area.
Right as we're about to leave, Greystorm shows up.
Yes.
It
He
is
comes
so
very
funny.
proudly with that hat in his mouth. Right there on the path. And then you guys are ready to leave.
He's so bad for
He's getting
everything.
the workout.
Yeah.
As he sees you guys
I-
leave,
I-
you just see his head go down, like.
I must say, Fred, he is far more dedicated than most humans I've met.
He definitely is. I would have given up by the second time.
It'll make a fine companion if he's that loyal.
24 hours, yeah.
How do we know how long of a travel it is to the next?
Doesn't really matter. Everything is reachable within 1 day with your fly, as long as you're flying. But it's more than an hour.
Yeah, I was just checking spell durations to give the guy a little break.
It's 24 hours. It's still the same day, so.
Yeah, well, I was seeing about ways to like make him smaller or different thing, and none of those spells will help, unfortunately.
Alright. You fly across, you go towards the last village that you have to do in this region. Kashimaguchi. There you see the different areas with houses that all have banners of different samurai families. And that is where we'll end today's session, because we only have 16 minutes left, and I do not think we can finish this one before that. So I'll turn off the stream now.